5, boys.
Neat.
Hey.
Hello.
Spain.
Sweet.
Nah.
So
And then we
I
instantly
guess
shut up him.
we just start with the recap.
Obviously.
It's my job. It's time for my job.
So one of Deacon keeps dropping in and out.
You good?
You good, Deacon?
You okay?
I think
think
there
they
might be
cannot
something
hear
wrong
us.
with his.
I think he's having one of those fucking issues that Discord throws.
Oh, is he having mic issues?
I don't think it's a mic issue. I think it's a connection thing. It's that weird connection thing whenever you go to connect. I don't remember what it's called because I haven't had it in a while.
So, Avis, hit the floor.
Yes, I am the floor. Last time, session 63. We've been doing this for a while now.
Too many.
Cowering before the booming voice of the mountain, Elena tries her best to calm them down. The creature looks around itself and asks how long they have slumbered for. Elena does not know, and the rest of the party cannot understand it. The creature then speaks in an ancient dialect of common, asking them again. The party deduces this creature, which turns out to be an ancient gargantuan dragon, dates back to a time before the Great War many generations ago. It has become one with the mountain and cannot move or feel, but can still breathe, hear, see, and smell. It reveals it was a participant in the Great War and was gravely wounded in the process. Its rocky armor is cracked everywhere, and its wings are, are completely gone, leaving only a pair of stumps. It bestows the party with its name, Sharanthu, ancient dragon of mountains and rock. It asks the party what has happened since its slumber, and if dragonkind is even still alive, to which they reveal Poison Tooth's residing within their tribe. Relieved, it requests Poison Tooth be sent to them, so Charon too can impart the draconic knowledge of old to it. As a thank you to the party, Charon sheds a large dragon tear, which they partly pour into Rioth's waterskin. As the tear sits on the dragon's eyelid, it starts to solidify in cracks, splitting into a bunch of star-like crystals known as quali stones. The party inspects them and discovers they contain a very dense concentration of magic, raw and pure, but they are unsure of their use, as Sharon too tells them to figure it out themselves. As the party completes their long rest, they converse with the ancient dragon about various topics. As Avis brings up her sightings of the fourth moon, Charanthu cries out in sorrow. It had always been there in the past. I curse upon those fools who dared to harm my daughter. Avis asks if it speaks of Uthla. The dragon becomes angered. She broke an oath to let them dream again. Avis contacts Uthla and asks if she can come see Charanthu. She doesn't remember the name, but manifests herself in their presence. The two do not recognize each other. And Charanthu angrily proclaims, You may possess some of her magic, but you are not her. How dare you take her name and power as your own? Uthla tells it that she maintains her legacy and makes it go to sleep. The party is very inquisitive about why he wouldn't recognize her, so she conjures a seat and explains the history of the world and gods. When time first began, the great creator Higarian created the first spark and stars. Upon the many worlds he created, he experimented on existence and brought forth the living, its first children. The worlds were still empty, so he tasked his first daughter, Magena, with filling them, birthing life and spirits into the world. But one of his other children, the ruler of the skies, was so hungry for something greater that he let his jealousy and ambition consume him. He gathered those like-minded and schemed to slay his sister, and succeeded. But as she perished, her spirit split and coalesced into the goddess of sun, moon, and twilight. Her staff of creation was also split, and the three inheritors of her power each carry one-third of it. The Defiler, Azrakad, is not one of Higarian's creations. They are brothers in a sense, each the other's counterpart, and epitomes of existence, one of creation, the other of destruction. The power over these domains is equal, making the serpent tribe who worships him an affront to all life. The goddesses of sun, moon, and twilight are not immortal, but not mortal either. They exist in an endless loop of death and rebirth, currently in their 17th incarnation. Should Higarian seek to restore his first daughter to life again, they would all need to die permanently. While they would prefer to remain the way they are, they'd accept if it's what their father decrees. Ulfla was also never banished to the Dream Realm, but how this fact came to be is unknown. One of her former incarnations brought herself there for reasons lost in time. Igor asks if mortals are also capable of being reborn like the goddesses. Some are, but it's very rare and taxing to the soul. He then asks how how his state of undeath affects this. The fact that he can never die of old age makes it so that the only way his soul can be sent to the afterlife is by the grace of Ernalda, the one who fuels him. Avis brings up the Quali Stones and asks what they do/are used for. Uthla explains that they can be used to restore life, take the tether between the body and soul and strengthen it so they can return. When Uthla realizes they have the dragon's tear in liquid form, she instantly demands Spiris drink from it. Lena pours some into a cup, lends it to Uthla, and she pours it into his mouth. His body surges with power, expelling impurities and burning a white arcane fire, causing tremendous pain. His armor and clothes are reduced to ash. Magena, Lena, and Avis avert their eyes to spare Spiros' modesty, and Uthla quickly wraps her cloak around him. As the flames die down, his body is completely reinvigorated. His skin is youthful and strong, and his hair that was previously threaded with white streaks have become long, flowing locks of intense black. Uthla eyes him with equally intense lust, and she proclaims he has turned into his perfect form. Igor asks if this is the right time for this, but gets silenced by her, irritated by him ruining the moment. She warns him that the next time he speaks up, she'll remove his tongue. Igor excuses himself and walks off, Avis in tow. After breakfast, the party gathers their stuff and proceeds along the mountain. Eventually, they stumble upon man-made structures and spot a small valley in between the mountain peaks. Some delay occurs due to the rough terrain, but Fang finds a way down for them. Spiros transforms into a giant spider, holds on to Avis, and carries her down along with her. Him. The rest of the party attempts to climb down, but as they reach a vertical section of the wall, Lena slips and falls dozens of feet onto the path. Igor and Magena rush to her and check her over, discovering a sharp rock has impaled her in the back, shattering several vertebrae, damaging her organs and snapping her spine. She's quickly losing consciousness from blood loss, so Magena and Igor get to work. Magena desperately tries to use her magic to repair the organ and spinal damage, while Igor feverishly uses mending on her bones. Before Lena passes out from pain, she can sense a very big problem. She can't move her legs. And now, we're here.
Neat. Trying to help Gomez out with his issues.
That indeed we are. All of you gathered around.
Mhm.
Lena as she lays unconsciously. Magena trying desperately to help her.
Yes.
If any of you wish to do anything in an effort to help Elle,
I mean,
in
Already doing it.
yeah, I was.
Already
already-
doing it.
If anything requires a check, I'm gonna be casting guidance.
I was gonna try and do my best to stop the bleeding, as we were told, as Magena's asked me to do.
How are you gonna stop the bleeding?
Well, I was told that cure wounds isn't a smart idea, and I originally heard you last time say medicine check.
That is to figure out a way to stop the bleeding.
That's probably a good way to start.
Well, let's start
He
with that.
hasn't made the check yet, so.
Let's start with that and see if I can't understand medicine.
You have guidance.
Yeah, get guidance, bro.
Good guidance is awesome.
Wow. Best cantrip in the
And a plus 1d4 because I don't do that.
Oh,
yet.
damn.
Hold on. Well, we'll just add the
That's already a
1d4.
damn good roll.
Oh, wow.
Max.
Oh my god.
This man is motivated.
Oh, I rolled nature. My bad. Medicine. I'll just see what the modifier is for that.
It's the
Is
same
there-
modifier, isn't it?
I'm not. No, it is one less. It is one less.
One
Yeah,
less,
medicine
so
is,
it's
wisdom
24
based.
then. No
Yeah.
need to do a reroll.
Yeah.
Um, still over 20. Goddamn. You know that in case someone is bleeding out, it is not uncommon for someone to sear the wound.
To sear the wound.
He's a perfect man for it.
Cauterize it.
Perfect man.
Perfect man for the job.
But okay, hold on. Wouldn't it have to wait until they're done with putting those parts back together?
Yeah, there's still a lot of damage.
Yeah, but you can stop the external bleeding of where her skin is quite literally punctured and bleeding from. You cannot necessarily stop the internal bleeding that way.
It's
you know.
it's not just the giant hole that is bleeding.
Okay. Well, alright, yeah.
She's
She
not
quite
just
literally
bleeding on the
fell
outside,
down,
she's
so,
bleeding
you
on
know.
the inside.
Yeah. Then I will do my best to, Would I be able to produce flame and then control flame it?
You could.
But just like a cigarette lighter on your finger.
Yeah,
and...
cigarette lighter on my finger and kind of like control the flame to to cauterize. Which are both cantrips, so I don't have to use any spell slots on that.
Uh-huh.
Wait, don't you have any healing spell, Avis?
I do not.
They've
I'm
always,
not a healer.
They've
No,
always yelled that they wouldn't
both
grab
Avis
cure
and me are
wounds.
combat-based characters.
Yep, I am
Only
not a
healers
healer.
we
It's a
have
joke
on
I've been saying continuously.
But
The only
hopefully,
healers we have on our team pass is me and Spirit.
and
And
to some extent,
I'm
Deacon,
an
but
off healer.
I don't know if he's able to
We're really
do
trying to
anything
figure
right
this
now.
out.
I don't know if
He's having, I believe it's a DTLS connection issue.
That's usual. There were also problems with that. Give me a second here. I can try and do something on Discord.
Alright, hold on. I'll tell him to hold up.
Pepper, I've got like a basic healing spell too, so it's like a last resort heal.
we'll be right back after these technical difficulties.
Listen, I don't want to...
God damn it!
It's always nice to see that Discord likes to give us at least one final push of stopping Go Master from playing the game today.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's something you can do where you basically change the region the server is drawn through that sometimes helps on it, but I'm not sure where
I have no idea.
where you do that.
So for now, we can just type what he wants to say and stuff. So.
But he can't hear us. Period.
Oh, he can't hear us
He
either.
can't hear us.
But...
he can't speak to us. Nothing.
That's all right. Get him to watch a stream then.
I mean, wait, hold on.
It's like this is the best you can do at least. So at least we can.
He
move
says
forward.
he can hear. He said he can hear through Twitch. Yeah.
Okay.
All
Good.
right. Well, there you go.
So it is specifically a Discord issue then.
Remember, it's probably gonna be severe delay too between his interactions then.
Mm.
We'll make do.
Could you look at the Roll20 chat real quick?
I think he's trying to figure this problem out.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Right. You can also try something else, Spirus, because
Oh.
I do know you have some healing magic, don't you?
I do. I've literally mixed between I'm such a weird mix between utility, combat, and healing.
He's a jack of all trades.
I try to be.
And that can sometimes be a good thing, I would like to point out.
Mm-hmm.
So
Definitely
Yeah,
in this
no.
setting.
Having a couple of combat specialists and then an excellent support character is very good for party balance.
So what do you think, Impasse, on how there's what's the other solution or possible solution?
Roll me an Arcana check right now.
I am not the goodest. I am not goodest at that.
You have guidance.
I have guidance.
Oh, how excellent!
Doesn't help me that much when my intelligence is 1.
It'll help at least a little bit.
Doesn't help when I'm a
That
dumb
doesn't
shit.
help.
That
Shit.
it does not help enough.
But I'll roll
Well,
it for the
fuck.
I'll roll it for the funsies. Why not?
Who
Oh,
knows?
you piece
That's
of
an 8.
shit.
I mean,
Do
it's
you
better than
want
a 4.
me to take a roll for you because it is a stressing situation you're in?
Go for it.
What's it cost him?
He's getting stress.
Oh, okay.
It's not the first time I've been stressed. It's not the last time. Nope. Gone again. Back again. Gone again, back again, gone again, back again, gone again, back again.
How stressed would you see Spirits you are in this situation?
Guessing? Very.
Kind of stressed, seeing that this is the first time I gotta work on a human spine.
Okay, you take 8 stress.
First time I got stressed in a while.
Why did we have to remind him of the stress mechanic?
You did this to yourself.
You
Thank very
did.
much. None
You
of
did
us
this
said
to us.
anything. You opened your mouth.
He wasn't there when I said it.
You thought he
Well,
was.
apparently he was, because he heard you.
Anyways.
With
Damn
the
it.
roll I did, plus the numbers you already had, you know there is a potential to do a controlled... that you can control what gets healed, but it will take great focus in doing so, as you need to stop heal only the internal organs, while not trying to heal the area where the spine is, while they where Magena and Eager is right now trying to refuse her spine slowly.
So my options are one that's probably a little bit more, I would say probably a little dangerous would be the cauterizing of it. And the other one is I could fuck up the healing process.
Heal too much.
And I heal too much.
You heal her to death.
Quite
the biggest
literally,
issue-
that could be
The
that's
biggest issue is that the healing might wake her up.
Oh, yeah.
So we stick with the cauterization option?
The whole thing is we just need to not fuck up.
Well, I know.
Mm.
That's why I'm trying.
Yeah, just don't.
Don't fuck up, Fivehead.
Yeah, just don't fuck up.
Okay, those who are working on Lena, you choose one of you who are going to be rolling a medicine check
Who's got the best medicine?
Who's got
with
the best medicine
disadvantage.
Ooh, that's a yikers.
The funny thing is, I've probably got the best medicine, but I'm not doing anything.
Deacon.
Well,
So I'm standing back
what's everyone's medicine modifier?
here? 0.
1.
I'm currently cauterizing, aren't I? I don't think that would. Hold on.
Well, you're basically taking on to direct how it needs to be going and how is it be doing in case anybody who takes the lead on this operation.
My medicine is
save
plus
Lena.
3.
I'm plus 5.
Well, then I think we know who it is.
He's not helping us.
Yeah,
Sadly,
I'm
He can
standing
come
back.
over to help.
But my medicine's plus 6.
Oh, but you're unconscious. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, just operate on yourself. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
She can't repair her own
Oh.
goddamn spine.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My brain just loaded. Did you just say you're just standing there, not helping out at all?
Yep.
This sounds
I'm
like Rhea
standing up
things.
back.
Well, Ava's is not doing much either. She's just occasionally casting guidance. She doesn't have much to do to help here.
Yeah, but at least you're doing
We
something.
don't listen. We don't need too many cooks in the kitchen right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're all crowded around. There's not much space either, but that might be the reason.
Too many
You know.
people.
Technically, if we're using D&D terms, she's occupying a 5-foot space, which means there are 9
Shush it! Shush it!
valid spaces
Shut
around her, so 9 people can stand around her without
Okay,
issue.
that's not rules lore. This, all right.
Deacon's only got a +2. I've got a +3.
The thing, I have a
Jenna has a
plus.
+5.
I'm so proud of my daughter.
I mean, she has a
Oh, she-
higher chance of getting it than anyone else, but she will be rolling at disadvantage.
But you also have guidance.
Uh-huh. And even though I have a 0 bonus in medicine, so it's a basic straight roll, I do have luck, so I can re-roll it if I need to.
I'd say we give it to Magena. Because no matter what, apparently it's a
You
disadvantage.
want Magena to roll this, okay.
They have a +5
And the guidance.
and a guidance.
Don't forget about the guidance, please, dear God.
But the debuff is disadvantage, so we gotta see how this is gonna play out.
Does
Maybe
anybody hold on? Does anybody have the spell Enhance Ability?
No.
Nope.
Shite.
Oh, Deacon is saying he can use healing light.
I think that's something.
It's
he
a
very heavily
celestial
controls.
warlock healing ability.
Ah, right.
I think he controls how
What
the
is-
healing is.
Uh,
He just posted it. You can heal a creature that you can see within 60 feet, spending dice from the pool. Maximum number of dice you can spend at once is equal to your charisma modifier. Roll the dice you spend, add them together, and restore a number of hit points equal to the total.
Do you wish the Deacon to to raise above the others and beam a light of healing into that open wound?
well, we're trying not to overheal it, right? So, is that a good idea?
If it's needed, okay, let's see here. Let's Magena do the rolling then, shall we?
Oh God. Okay, everybody, fingers crossed. We need feels.
Remain calm.
Oh, roll your guidance.
Guidance, please.
Oh,
That's a dirty 20.
It's a dirty 20.
God damn.
dirty 20, not bad. Not certainly not bad.
Everyone's getting 4s on the guidance.
That's good. Don't say anything else.
Well done,
I'm
Avis.
just saying.
Ave is just really good at her job, I guess. Best
Really
healer.
good at helping out, I guess.
It's like for once.
Okay.
Okay.
Shut
Gee.
your mouth. You're not doing anything.
Shush. Shush. Shush.
You manage to fix the first few spinal columns. Now I need to roll again. As you are
Still
getting to
guidance.
I know, but
Just
let me
making sure.
finish. Let me finish. As she's getting to the point where, like, she heals up the first few rows of the spinal cord by using a branch to basically use as a scaffolding. Well, the vertebrae are like inserted as the spinal cord inside is slowly being grown into filling out the broken pieces. But you're now coming to the point where the spine was completely shattered.
This is when the check becomes even more difficult.
Is that where the mending comes in? To
This is where the mending starts.
unshatter?
All right. I guess then it's my turn.
Magena will still be leading, but the
Alright.
difficulty will be higher on this part of the procedure.
What does the mending? How does the mending affect the roll here?
She is still rolling with disadvantage, and the difficulty bar is raised, so to speak, even with mending.
I see, but without it, would be even higher, I imagine.
Yes.
Or maybe
Right.
impossible.
Potentially impossible because
Right. So okay, it's what allows us to do
The
this check.
mending is just helping with the structural integrity.
Right. Oh god. Oh hey,
Oh, that's very good. That's very good.
guidance. That
Yeah, I agree with Deacon on this. We got this.
the 19 still
Ooh.
good.
I mean, it's a good thing you got the good roll then.
Yeah. I mean, so far the rolls have all been above 10, so
No pass.
19's a good number.
but is it enough?
Huh?
It's like, oh, it's a shame it was 20. Sorry.
I don't like the silence.
Give
I
boss
think
some
I think
time.
he's being silent intentionally. Give him a moment.
Anticipation. Heightens.
First failure.
I had
A
a
19
feeling.
failed.
Yeah, it mentions the fucking words, which means a 20 or up.
It's probably gonna be at least a
DC
dirty
20 or higher at least.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one
That's one fail.
death that she's got, yeah.
I don't know.
Hmm.
It might not have
It's not a
worked,
death.
but it might
Because
not give
as
her a
Shoot.
death fail yet.
Shush.
what you see is, even though you manage to fix a couple of the vertebrae with the mending, a couple of them is simply too broken that they cannot be fixed well enough in the short amount of time you have. So you basically need to do
More work.
more work later on, but as it is right now, there's nothing to do because some of the vertebrae are simply too shattered. It's too many pieces. You have to remember, mending puts small pieces together, and it's not instantaneous with fixing an entire thing up in one go. You're literally
Mending
sitting
takes a
here,
minute.
and you don't have minutes to fix this. Or you have minutes, but it's costly minutes.
Okay, then I'm gonna do something, and I hope that it works.
Mm.
I'm going to speed up the process by twin spelling mending.
Oh,
I can target multiple targets.
He's doing it with 2 fingers now.
Two
Please be.
hands.
Combined effort.
He's done it 2 hands.
2 hands.
Like, either side,
He's using
either side of
both
the spinal
hands.
column, just dragging it down.
That possibly help.
that could possibly help, yes. But I need to roll again.
All right, spending sorcery point.
So that's like giving her an advantage now for that one roll, or is that
And
done?
it's still disadvantaged, but the check
It's still
might be
disadvantage,
Has
but
uh
the
this
difficulty has been
is
lowered a bit.
Okay.
pass. I'm going out on a limb here, but can I try to put a spell slot into guidance? Make it more stronger, I guess.
more potent.
You want to raise the potency of your guidance.
If that's a possible thing I can do.
You're talking about overclocking a spell.
Basically.
That could have.
I mean,
I need you to roll Arcana with
normally it would count
disadvantage.
as over
Cannot
upcasting, but I guess
normally.
as a cantrip, yeah.
You're overclocking
Uh,
a cantrip because you're putting too much power into it. I need you to roll Arcana with disadvantage.
can I guidance myself for that?
Or could you just cast it in a different language?
I mean, Sylvan adds a random effect, and Primordial only
Uh-huh.
really works on elemental shit, and that's all the languages I know.
Oh, okay.
Well, Primordial's just is like spirit speech. So wouldn't that also count for like there was like different elements of basically spirits, right? So
Yeah, but you haven't tested that, have you? So we don't
I
know what
guess not, but
The last
Is-
time we cast in Primordial, the
Yeah, you
response was
blew
very
it was like-
volatile.
There's a
yeah.
massive hole in the earth.
It's not so much controlled.
Was
I
that
don't
in
know.
Primordial?
I think so.
Where the
Should
staff
I?
cast Earth and Grasp, and they literally used Primordial for it. If you remember how big of a hand that suddenly shot out of the rocket.
Yeah, that was
Mhm.
literally a hand that took up like 8 spaces.
Well,
And what
damn.
is the hand big enough
Oh
to grab
yeah.
Azarkod?
It was.
It is very
Um,
volatile.
do you guys think I should try?
Don't risk it.
Uh,
Don't
okay.
risk it.
But yeah, I should
Really,
probably.
it could also cause spell burnout on Lena, and that's gonna cause damage.
Well,
to
I'm
the rest.
casting
It's
it
an
on
automatic
Magena.
test. Or you casting
Cast-
on? Yeah, that's true.
The guidance was go to Magena, but if I fail, I imagine I might fuck up like bad.
Yeah.
It's probably something I should train on a later date.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to test it on a less dire
Probably not a
situation.
time to experiment.
Yeah. More experiment. It's just a normal guidance then.
We just need to have faith.
So,
Ugh.
You don't dare to take
I mean, you
that
could
guidance check.
overclock. Yeah, you could overclock in. We weren't talking about that. We were just talking about doing it in the different language.
Well, I
So
was
if you-
talking about the overclock. Like, I don't
Yeah, yeah.
know
So
if that's
he was saying you have to roll Arcana to see if you can do it.
yeah disadvantage. I have a +5, but at disadvantage, who knows what happens?
Deacon's asking
Good
if
question, Deacon.
casting Lesser Restoration at 3rd level would help.
That could help. It could help stop the bleeding of the Eternal Sword.
I mean, stop it
That's good. We don't have a way to do that yet.
Are you
Probably a
doing
good
that,
idea
Deacon?
then.
Right, you cast it, fine. That's at least going to take down from the difficulty again. But I'm going to ask you, Avis, are you going to
Normal
cast
guidance.
normal guidance?
Yeah, I don't think I should risk it in a situation as like dangerous as this.
And we've got 2 factors that lowered the DC.
Ah,
Fuck!
and the guy.
well, hold on. Maybe
Good
if we get a good guidance.
13.
I don't think there's anything I
Is
can
that
do.
enough? With 2 lower rations of the DC?
Might not be that significant though.
Second failure.
2 fails.
Fuck!
To be fair, we have like 37, like 36 times 3 and more attempts of this, so we could just keep picking her back.
Oh, they want to use
She'll
their
be
birthday
awake
then.
20.
Are you using that here?
I mean, do you want to? Is the ultimate question.
Yeah, it's your
It is-
BJ 20.
It is literally a yearly resource. It is very, very special. Are you willing to use it for her?
The other thing is, like, we all have
Hey,
birthday 20s, basically.
Worst
So
case scenario, worst case scenario, I will offer my birthday 20. Two.
Oh, right, you have one too.
I'd say hold on to yours just for a little bit longer.
Is it too late? I guess not.
He said alright. I think he's gonna
Yeah.
use his birthday 20.
Is he doing it?
He says alright. He said, should I? Alright.
That
But
doesn't
you
really
also-
make it
you
clear
also
whether or
said-
not he's saying yes or no.
Oh no.
you also said maybe you should hold on to it.
I was
but
talking
think
to
you were talking
Pepper.
about Pepper.
I was talking
Yeah,
to Pepper,
but-
not him.
He might have thought he was talking about him.
Hey, it's my fucking life
Yeah.
on this.
No,
Mm-hmm.
Deacon, are you using it?
If you, yeah, can you please specifically clarify whether or not you're using it?
Please remember the delay.
We know.
Just in
reminded.
case.
We keep asking multiple times.
So pass. If she fails next time, you can
Yeah,
use
he'll
my
use it.
birthday 20.
Deacon's using it.
Okay,
He's
he's
using
using
it.
it.
He's using it.
Okay, yeah.
So that's we'll turn into a 27.
that
You
I
may
will
still need to
remove
use yours,
that
Pepper.
That's a failure then. Now, I'll be rolling again.
So she's got one failure at the moment.
One
Okay,
failed
nice.
succeeds.
I'm going to spend another sorcery point to twin spell.
Mm,
Ow.
okay. Do we know how many checks of these we need to make before it's done?
5
You don't.
in total.
5, I see.
And we made 2.
So,
And
and how?
each
We never made
failure
3.
resets move
Oh,
basically makes that you try something and then you have to restart from that
Yeah.
Oh,
procession.
You have to
So
have
we
five
so it removes
consecutive
all the
successes.
progress?
Oh God.
so we
It removes
passed
all the
one.
progress?
You have
No,
passed
I think.
2.
We passed 2.
Yeah. Oh, two. Okay.
It doesn't reset.
So if we fail
just
now, we
have
have
to
to
do
start
that
all
one
over again.
No.
Oh,
No, it's just like from that point.
2 passes.
I see.
We got to make 3 more.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime we fail in this third one, we have to do the third one again.
Hmm.
It's like you reset what you're doing, not what you've passed.
Yeah.
I'll also point out that some of you still have your inspiration die.
Yes, I know.
I completely forgot about that.
Inspiration gives advantage on the roll, right? So it would mitigate the disadvantage. It would
Where did they get the
result in the
inspiration
first
from
roll.
again?
I got it from reading recaps.
Yeah.
Recaps gives automatic +1
I mean-
to GM inspiration for doing the recap.
So did
When
I
they
get one
use
for
stack.
today too?
Yes, you did.
Wow!
Yay!
Wow.
I have 2.
But no, it doesn't give advantage. It basically just do so that you can spend it either on yourself or someone to do a reroll.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Because normal rules says that it's advantage. But if you say it like that, then we're doing that. So it's just a plain reroll, which means 1 dice, right?
It is basically.
Okay.
It is basically the equivalent of a luck point.
Yeah, I guess, in a way.
Mm.
But luck points are
pass,
more
take your roll.
guaranteed.
Here,
Guidance, that.
will do.
Come on. Come on.
Come on. Make
Come
it.
on.
Yes!
There we go. That's
Yes!
1.
You succeed.
Okay, so DC is 20.
Three
As far as we know.
successes, 1 fail.
This is good. We're doing it.
Ooh.
Oh.
Let's go.
I think he's making a music change.
More intense.
I think you're right.
Oh no, it's the stressful one.
Don't start this shit. Don't you start this shit.
2d6, what?
All of
Oh.
you may, all who are working on Lena
Oh,
right
the
now,
stress.
may take 9 stress
I guess
damage.
that's including me.
Does that include me? Because I'm not really
You're-
doing much.
No, you're not
Guidancing.
you, Avis. It's in this case, it's Spirits and Eager.
It's the surgeons at the
Yeah,
moment.
it's
The people who actually have their hands covered in blood. I see.
The
Yep.
usual thing that healers usually have to deal with. I am up to 17
Mhm.
stress.
Do I actually take some stress off all
You're
of this?
unconscious.
You're unconscious. You're not part of this.
You take nothing. It's the rest of us.
You feel nothing, you take nothing.
Oh, you're gonna feel a lot.
No, I'm talking about at the
Are
moment.
you ready for next roll?
About as ready as we're gonna get.
Is it still
Once again,
part
guidance.
of the? Is it still part of the fucked up spine column
Yes.
where it's high? Oh, okay.
But you managed to lower it by
Double
using
mending.
twin casting of.
Yep, spending another
Mhm.
one.
I don't think I have any options on making it any lower.
How many times
Come
more
on,
times
Pass,
can you
make
do
the
that?
roll.
I've got 6 sorcery points and it only costs 1 per use.
And this is the third time.
She's got 3 more to go.
Re-guidance.
Oh.
Ooh.
Guidance that.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Guidance
my
that.
God.
Hell yeah.
Success.
That's 4.
Well done. Well
4?
done, guidance. Well done.
We're hitting 4. 1 more.
So we basically just need
Save,
one
save
more
it, save it, save it, save
success.
it.
Save it for now, Deacon.
1 more.
All right. So That's 4 successes, 1 fail. Twin spelling again.
7 more stress.
And
More
this
stress.
also goes to you, Eager, as continuously using the twin is starting to take a toll on you.
All right.
Neat.
I'm at 16.
I am now at 24 stress.
Because you have to remember, you're like controlling all these minor pieces of bone and are trying, as you're double casting to.
I'm having
Fix.
to literally multitask.
Yes.
It's really precise work.
As you're trying to put all the right pieces in the right space as you're mending the bones together.
I've now hit 24 stress.
After
sweat is
she would treasure
dripping.
you with her life.
The sweat is seeping off of his head.
Oh,
Guidance.
Okay.
come on.
Ava's
Come on.
standing behind him, sponging his forehead.
19.
19.
Is it enough? With the lowering of the DC, is it enough?
Maybe.
Depends if it was 20 before or higher.
Give me a second here.
We're waiting.
Don't do this to us, Pass.
You have
Oh,
time,
boy.
boss. You have time.
Oh boy.
You're cruel.
God, if we fail now, we could reset all the progress.
No, it's not.
No, we just have to redo this step.
You do the same step. It doesn't fully restart.
You will have to restart this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
No, redo the step, right? Not the entire thing?
Not the entire thing. You
Oh.
basically
Yeah.
just, like, as you try, you don't build a strong enough foundation with the bone fragments you're healed together, so you basically need to redo.
I
Mhm.
need to disassemble and reassemble.
You cannot reassemble. You just. It's basically that you didn't manage to put it completely together before you had to put it in, so to speak. And you know that will give a very much weakened bone structure.
Mm-hmm.
As Magena
Please,
basically.
please stop keeping us in suspense. Is the 19 enough?
As I said, the 19 is not enough. It's a failure.
Even with the lowering of the DC?
Yeah,
Twice?
Fuck, the DC is constantly going up, probably.
Critical point.
This is probably the highest DC.
Luck may make
mean,
it worse. Probably
it's a
don't want to spend a
13.
luck on any of
I
that.
would like to point out this is also where you need to fuse ribs to her spinal column.
Should I spend inspiration on this roll?
You can.
I mean, it's only a.
It's out of
Can
that
I-
or fail.
can I-
I need it right now.
Can I spend a inspiration on the D4?
Why not the
No, you
roll?
can use it under the D20.
Only on the D20?
Let's
Only
see.
on the D20?
So should I? We obviously need. So if
Higher
if
than
the one
13.
is staying, like the one from the D4 is staying, so we need at least. We need at least a 14 if the DC is still 20, which it might not
Yeah.
even be.
You have about a about 33% chance of rolling higher.
Hey, you could just use the inspiration. He could
That's what they're
roll
planning on
that 20.
doing.
I need to know this right now, or else I'm gonna take off as a failure and a failed DC.
Fuck it, I'm doing it.
Okay.
Using one inspiration. Oh!
Oh!
Hell yeah, 25!
25!
Success.
It's like, oh no, that's so
Magena
fast.
managed to redouble her effort in strengthening the vines, holding the vertebrae together as she's trying to heal.
That's 5
Wasn't that
successes.
5 successes?
That's the 5th.
Yeah, now you're being a very supportive big sis.
Sure.
All involved takes 10 stress damage.
Fucking A, alright.
All involved?
All involved.
All involved.
So me too?
You too.
Ah, damn.
I have achieved 2 afflictions.
Also me?
No.
You're unconscious.
You're unconscious. You don't take stress.
Yeah, E for inflictions.
We love those.
I am one stress away from hitting 35,
Don't
which
worry,
is
I will
3
make
afflictions.
calming tea to everybody if I survive this.
I'm
But
getting more than calming
since
tea.
there has been such great care put into fixing your spine, stopping your internal bleedings, you are no longer suffering of the effects of a severed spine. But
We actually fixed the paralyzation.
you have fixed the paralyzation somewhat.
Oh shit.
She will still be walking with a limp until she
That's
has had
manageable.
proper retraining and extra care when you guys get back. Also, because of you using lesser restoration to stop the bleeding, Deacon, you actually managed to save her from stopping her bleed damage actually to take over.
Nice.
That's good.
Oh, does Deacon would take the stress as well, wouldn't he?
He would.
Because he's involved.
Yeah, he asked me how much stress. I said a total of like 26.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now I need to roll on the stress table.
Hey, look,
Wait,
I
so we
got no stress. I'm
Wait, so we
amazing.
succeed? Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay, we did it.
Y'all motherfuckers stress me out too much.
Give me a second, I'm trying to find the goddamn rule setting again on my phone.
I think everyone but me gets one. I get 2.
Hey, Pepper, high five. We got no stress.
Bro.
One for being unconscious and one for being an asshole.
Hey, don't worry, I will make calming tea for everyone with stress.
That's not gonna help. That doesn't help. You can't just
little.
drink tea and be fine.
That's how it works.
That's not how it works.
Is it-
It
Just
is.
drinking tea with and like jittering while you're drinking it. Yeah,
Just-
this is great. Very helpful.
Just believe.
Basically,
Yeah,
she
just
was
believe it's
nurturing
gone.
everybody to
Yeah.
have a good time.
Eager, how many stress afflictions are you up on right now? If any. I'm taking by a round, basically. Eager, you there?
No, Ango.
Hang out.
Did we lose
Hang
Ango too?
out.
Mute yourself.
Oh, he died.
Hangout's dead.
We can't hear you.
What the fuck?
He's typing, so I guess his mic is fucked or something.
They said 1 sec. I'd say deal with everybody else's stress. Deal with mine last. I've got 2.
Okay, well,
Come back to him.
yeah. Spirits, how many times should I be rolling for you?
Twice, please. If you would
Can
have
you
given
guys
me...
hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear
Yeah,
you
we
now.
can.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, good.
75. What am I getting?
How fucked am I?
How crazy did I become?
How
You
clinically
gain
insane.
You feel powerful, like,
Oh, for
even
fuck.
through all this stress and whatnot, you just feel the power surging through you of both magical and physical. So you have the powerful, you get +2 to all damage rolls, magic and physical.
That's wild.
Oh, damn.
That was a boom.
Oh. I thought you got narcissism and was just like, well, look how good I am. It's like,
Alright, what's number 2, boss? 34.
Selfish.
God damn it.
Disadvantage on charisma checks and saves. Oh,
I'm
my.
bad at those anyways, so it's not like there's any difference.
And you'd never make them either.
Yeah, I'm trash at talking anyways.
So what was the good one you got?
Powerful.
Powerful.
I get a,
And what does it give you?
it gives me +2
Plus
to
2 to all damage.
rolls.
Ooh.
So now if I smack you with the spoon, it's gonna hurt worse.
He has become more dangerous.
It just kills you with the spoon.
Oh no, mother's getting dangerous.
So I'm actually
Yeah.
kind of happy.
Mommy's angry.
I'm at
Deacon,
26.
I'm rolling for each and every one separately,
Yeah.
basically. When you get to a certain level in your stress meter on your character sheet, you should see that, oh, when I get this many, I need to have a roll of afflictions happening to
I am
me.
1 away from
basically.
35.
Isn't it every
yeah.
10?
It's 20, 30, 35,
Oh.
and 40.
Yeah.
Oh,
40
okay.
is pretty much you go into coma and you're
Yeah,
done.
you literally need to retire your character for a while.
Okay.
That's 50, isn't it? Where
You need to
That's
go, need to go
40.
to therapy. No, 40 is
okay.
breakpoint.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
I have 26 stress, so I get 1 affliction.
You get 1 affliction. I'll be rolling it for you, Igor, then.
And you get rid of stress by long resting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I hope we're long
Yeah,
resting
you get,
soon.
you get to the nearest affliction point by resting, unless you undertake.
Well, the way it went before was you lost all the stress, but then you still had the afflictions and you lost them.
Yeah, but
like,
I actually
each.
been reading through the rules again, so I apparently did a dum dum.
Oh,
You
Hmm.
only
okay.
fall to the nearest affliction point.
Okay.
Rounded down, so to
The
speak.
the threshold.
Yeah.
Each
Yeah.
So
threshold.
if you're under 20, you just go to 0.
Yes.
I see.
If you are above 20, you stay on 20. If you're above 30, you stay on 30 unless you go to the 35 stress point.
Yeah. 35 is the next stress point.
Does that mean that curing afflictions goes by those stress deductions, or is it still the fact of rolling, and if you're lucky, you get rid of it, and if you're not lucky, you keep it, and if you're really unlucky, you get another one?
Ooh, 88.
Acute advances on in checks and saves.
Ooh!
Good stuff. Good stuff.
I like this stress level.
I think
Going
I'm gonna keep my
insane is
certain
actually
stress.
good for you.
I'm gonna keep my certain level.
No,
of
it's
26.
because
Ugh.
it's because I had to focus my mind so hard.
Makes sense.
So what is yours do?
Ego's acute gives him advantages in checks and saves
Mm-hmm.
because his mind is so attuned,
It is
Focused.
now
itself
sharpened.
and focused.
Your mind is a sword.
Yes. And now my religion, nature, investigation, history, and arcana are all at advantage.
Oh, nice.
Deacon gets 1 affliction apparently.
Alright. Let's see what Deacon gets. 60. Oh. Oh no.
That's not good.
What did he get?
I mean, you might be laughing because it's so amazing.
No, I don't
No,
think
I
that's
was
the laugh.
coughing along up because I started laughing and then it just like.
Mm-hmm. So what do you get, Paris?
Wait.
Oh no.
Hmm.
Anyway,
Pass, take a sip of water, clear your throat, and
Yeah,
then.
Don't die mid-game. Wait till we're done.
Yeah.
Hey, I actually need him.
You may need him. You may need him.
you may need him.
No, I actually need him.
Slip of the tongue. Slip of the tongue. It happens to us all.
Right. Sure.
Is he still dying in there?
No, I'm fine again.
Okay.
Anxiety.
Uh-oh.
Disadvantage on stress checks going
Oh, for
forward till
fuck's
it's
sake.
Fuck.
fixed.
No.
That's the
The
worst
worst one. The worst one.
That means I need to roll 2, and which one is the worst I'm taking? It gives me free choice going forward.
Yeah, well, you
We
better
love
hope
that for
you
ourselves.
better hope to get rid of that soon, Deacon.
Let's see here. Oh, also, in case he does take stress damage, and yeah, I get to roll twice for that.
Hey.
Well, this is just
Huzzah.
fantastic, isn't it?
He's gonna stress the
Well,
fuck out and tweak.
I mean, Pass is happy, so at least someone is.
I mean, in
Oh my
scene,
god,
it makes
yes.
sense. In scene, it
Yeah.
makes sense because he's healed a lot of people whilst traveling with Lena, but he's never needed to fix up Lena this badly.
Yeah.
He's never had to actually work on the
Yeah,
spine
it's
before.
normally it's her doing the fixing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys want to know how close Lena was actually to dying?
One away?
I actually want to know that.
If Deacon hadn't stopped the bleeding, she was, when he did, she was below 5, which means that she would have taken 1 failed death save afterward because of bleed out.
Oof.
Ew.
And if they also have failed that roll, that had been 2 death
Yes.
failed deaths, 1 straight failure, and 1 potential failure with your with bleeding out, which could have killed you straight up.
Mm-hmm. Blood loss is a bitch.
You guys. Actually, I have one question now, Pass.
Yeah.
Do I still have a hole in my back?
I would have. One of us would have cast healing.
At the
Probably.
moment, that hasn't been
because
healed.
they need to heal you.
I mean, I was going to.
magical.
I was just waiting for all the
We still
stresses
need
to go.
to heal that, but we've done all the internal shit, so now we did external.
We're just taking the
Basically,
stress.
you're still gravely injured, but you're not in life danger anymore.
Yeah. I was gonna wait
Okay,
until
Yeah,
I
after the
also
stress
just
stuff.
clicked that your severed spine has been treated.
So basically,
You will still have a little of a limp and trouble walking for long periods of time, and your base speed has reduced temporarily
Yikes.
to 20.
have you changed that in my character sheet yet, or should I change myself?
I just did that for you.
Yeah. Pass, but I can move when I'm actually gonna wake.
Yeah, you just got a limp.
Maybe you should lay down and rest for a while, though.
One thing though, also, you will have disadvantage on deck saves.
It's
Mhm.
understandable. Not as articulate, not as
Give
quick reflex.
like it makes sense. So
Yeah, because you're basically don't are as mobile as you used to be.
You're not in full
Not as
control of your
nimble.
quick twitch fibers.
actually, how long would it be?
A little bit.
It was that until we go back to the tribe and you get proper.
Proper
Mhm.
High
aftercare.
tier treatment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So till we get to a tribe, I get proper treatment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yes.
Sense.
So if we're
So
planning to go into that grave site, you most certainly need to keep backline.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I am a backline character, so
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately.
I was. As long I still can join a little of the action, I'll be okay with it.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, can we get this stress music off now?
Has everyone's stress been rolled?
Yeah.
Just curious,
Yeah.
are some of you gonna heal the last one, or just gonna
Spears
let,
is planning to do it.
Yeah, I was waiting
Yeah,
for
he's
all the
gonna
stress
he's
rolls to
gonna
get done.
heal the wound.
Yeah, because
yeah.
I want to close this one with me being conscious and stuff.
Yeah, conscious, you'll be fine.
Why did you switch to this?
Bruh.
Yeah, this makes it all the more better, right?
I'm just joking.
I fucking knew you
You
would.
you.
It's when the
cockshot.
hunger shows up again. Ooh,
Yeah, no,
dinner.
fuck off.
Anyways.
Oh, you brought me dinner.
So anyway, I
Thanks.
started blasting.
So anyways, I started healing. Of course, it doesn't do the roll.
Hey, just wake me up. I can kill it.
You're unconscious. Don't worry about it. We got you.
Break me up before you
It
go.
didn't do the thing again.
Has you don't need to get the ban.
Where did I have it set up? As
Hey,
actually...
I'm just
Hey,
singing
there it
a
is.
good piece of music. God damn it! They can't
There we go.
ban me for
As
that.
long as you don't sing the notes, it's fine.
8 healing to
Oh,
Lena. Bless
excuse
you.
me.
Your crime is unforgivable.
Like you must pay
Okay.
with your life.
As you
You're out
look
of the game.
around after
Mhm.
the stressing moment has passed, some feeling better than others during this entire deal. Actually, Amy, were I supposed to roll for you too?
I only have 10 stress. I don't have an affliction.
Oh yeah, that's right. They weren't as in depth into this with the others, so
Yeah.
they
I'm
got
actually
only
surprised
10.
that
I only
did
got one stress
anything.
roll, which was the 10.
I
That's-
almost died, and I'm actually shocked that I actually not get a single point of stress.
That's
Yeah,
because
you
you're
are
unconscious.
You have no idea what's happening.
You
Yeah.
And
literally
there's
wake
no
up.
I was
guaranteeing that.
unconscious at the start.
And believe me, you have a much bigger problem than an affliction right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they can get rid of what they've got.
You have
You
something far worse. You've got something far worse.
Yeah.
a treated spine that
But
literally
don't
needs time to
worry,
heal.
we can deal with that.
Good news is you're not paralyzed. Bad news is you suck at walking for a little bit.
Yeah. I have
Another
good friends.
more good news. We're already at the bottom now.
I guess.
So
Lena
Yes.
took a quick. Lena took a shortcut.
Roll me.
She took a shortcut. Yeah.
Anyways,
should we get on with it?
Yeah, I'm trying to. If people would let me goddamn speak instead of cutting me off.
go ahead.
As I was saying, all of you may roll a perception to take a look around you.
I guess except me because I'm still.
You have
Just-
cold.
30,
You're
20.
still out.
Perception 10.
We're not really thinking about looking around right
We're a
now.
little stressed right now.
Ravis
Yeah,
is
but
fully
on her.
focused.
Riot, you managed to. Deacon, Spirits, and Eager are focusing straight on
Panic
Lane.
This is it's very fitting, actually. The two people that were least involved have the highest perceptions.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm like, hey, so what's going on over here?
Go ahead.
You see dead trees all around you. Nature here is dead.
God damn it.
Even burned in some, as you look around.
So it looks burned or like withered?
A mixture of both. Closest to you, things just seem withered. But as you look closer into the center of this small valley, you see this enormous crater where everything around it has been burnt. to crisp.
Can I sense like how long, like the trees and that have kind of been like this, like with a nature check or something?
Sure.
No, not that good.
You're not entirely sure. It could have been years, months. You're not entirely sure. Time almost seems at a standstill because there is no wind. There is nothing that would give a telltale exactly on how everything is. Because as you look at the ground underneath you, you can see there are some grass, but most of it is dried and withered with few spots of green.
And it looks like this, like as far as I can see. Are we like on an elevated piece so we can kind of see further out, or is it just like trees in front of us?
It's like you are at the bottom of one of the cliff faces,
Mm-hmm.
um, and a little bit to your. God damn it! I knew I should have made a map of the valley. Damn it! Um, I'm gonna draw really quick to give you guys a represent. You know what? Don't we still have to pay drawing board? Haha!
Oh, the doodle page.
This is the valley, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are down here.
But are we kind of like on an incline so we can see higher, or is it like lower? Like
It's
the
flat.
trees just in front of us. Oh, it's flat. Okay,
It's really flat here. Like it's
gotcha.
like well, there's a little bit of incline in towards the middle um, stretches of the valley itself, but like
So is it like the area like foresty or kind of sparse? Like the trees are kind of clumps. Are you drawing it? Okay. Did.
deadwoods. That part of the forest is burnt, and you can see there's like a giant a crater here, and to the left side of the valley, there is nothing but dried up burnt grass around us, the crater itself, with a few boulders sticking out. Mostly just grass.
So is there any area where it's like living?
There are a few spots of living grass going through, but it's far and in between.
Right. So it's just like patches.
Yes, very
Alright.
patchy.
Hey, Paz, can you tell me when I actually awake?
I will tell you when you awake. Also, you. Wait, did I actually fix your character sheet?
Did
The
you?
amount of bleed damage because I got kind of distracted. Uh, I just updated your character sheet with how much HP you had at the finish of the operation, and you got healed 8. Yeah, you got healed 8. So you may update your health pool, and you would starting to wake up afterwards as you're not in excruciating pain that literally is keeping you knocked out.
So I'm waking up now.
Yes, you would be starting to wake up as you feel the cold watching over you.
Pass. So these dead woods, do they look? They're just like withered and dead. They don't look like petrified. Like they've been. So they don't look like they've been there for a long time.
Some of them have started to petrify, but
Okay.
what's the word? What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? You also see that in the outer edges, or the inner edges, you can see how the trees themselves have been blown back, like they have been snapped
Okay.
from the pressure of whatever hit the ground down in
Some
the
force.
crater.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, pass. Just so I know how to respond when I wake up. What do how do my body feel when I wake up?
Probably pain.
A little bit of pain.
Agony.
Not what you felt earlier, but
I have an ouchie.
So basically, I'm just waiting for pass to describe.
You feel a numb pain where you still have trouble feeling anything from beneath your hips.
Okay, so I still feel paralyzed.
Not entirely paralyzed. It's like your nerves are still on fire, kind of deal. Like they have been fused back together.
It's like her legs feel like they're asleep.
Yes.
Right.
So I do not feel just as much of a pain as before I fainted, but I still feel pain.
Pepper, have you
Which
ever
is
like leant on your legs and that for too long, and then they kind of you get like pins and needles and stuff, and it's
I
like
had
hard to walk.
tried something like her situation before, so I know how to react.
Right.
Just needed to know how bad it was now, so I can react on it.
Hmm.
So basically, the thing you hear when she wakes up. Okay, I'm still alive. What the fuck happened? And ouch.
we fixed your spine.
Fell off the
You
cliff.
slipped on the way down.
The last thing I remember was I fell and it hurt, and then everything went black.
I mean, there were safer ways that we could have went down, but yeah, you slipped.
It's unfortunately you landed
How,
on top of a protrusion in the rock.
how bad is it now?
You're not going to move as
Well,
fast.
most of the damage has been, well, I wouldn't say repaired, but stabilized. It's gonna be,
Yeah.
it's probably you're probably gonna still gonna have a bit of trouble walking for a while, but
Yeah, I still have trouble feeling my legs, so.
once we get back to either the deer tribe or another friendly tribe, we can probably get one of the healing specialists to take a look at you.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. But for now, I vote for a break. If
Oh
that's
yeah,
okay with
no,
you guys.
I
We should
definitely.
try. We should try and find a
I,
good place to set up camp here.
hmm that emergency procedure took a lot out of us.
Yeah,
And if you
it's like the
guys don't
middle of the
mind,
day, isn't it? Sorry.
and if you guys don't mind, I could maybe use a little help to get in the sleeping area. Because my legs is not working just as great as yesterday.
Understandable. It looks like Deacon is already stepping up to the plate for that.
Um, Again, thank you for everything you've done. I owe you guys one.
Hmm.
Look, I just put you guys on the
Look,
map.
the party's on the map
Oh, yay.
now.
Wow.
Pass. Would it be midday now? Because you said like from the top, it would take us to midday to get down, and then move. It would take like another whole day to get across. So I was saying it was
No,
midday the
no, no,
next
no,
day
it
we would
was
get.
midday when you were on the top. It'd take you most of the day to get down.
Probably
Oh,
evening
okay.
by now.
So it's evening now. All right.
It's
So
evening
that
by
works out well.
Right.
Perfect.
Pass. Where did you say the entrance was to the place we're going? Uthmar? You so expertly drove?
Well, there is a plateau up here where you saw the
Mm-hmm.
pillars and whatnot of carved
That's
stone.
the end point.
Right. So that's the complete other side of the valley. I see.
Probably the entry point. Yeah.
All right.
I
Well, that's our
actually
goal,
asked,
but
now that I'm awake, to just ease the pain a little. Can I cast some healing on myself so I feel at least a little better?
Mm, not sure.
Can you repeat that question because I was focused on something else
Yes.
right there?
Can I cast a little healing on myself so I at least feel a little better?
Sure, you can.
Okay.
so just to be sure, the tattoo is also pointing to that plateau, right?
What?
Um,
Hmm?
I will use my healing word and upcast it for yeah. Let's see, third level because that's my first. That's my biggest.
And if we're planning to do a long rest, you might as well spend it all. Although,
Yeah, I
you know,
basically did that. I'm basically just gonna healing word, healing words, third level, upcasted.
There we
So
go. Looks much better now.
pass.
Wait a
If I
minute.
should use a healing word on upcasted at and at third level,
Yes.
how how can I roll that?
it should ask you when you click the button for healing word. It should ask you what level you're casting, right?
Mhm.
Honey, look over here.
And then it automatically upcasts it.
You go to spells. It's healing word you want to upcast. Can you upcast that?
Yeah.
I
Yeah, you
already
can
clicked on.
upcast it.
But isn't Cure Wounds better upcasted?
Yes.
Yeah, cure wounds is significantly better than healing word.
Why not just upcast Cure Wounds then, hun?
I changed.
There you
There you
go.
go.
There you go.
22 healing.
27.
That's a nice. That's a
22.
very nice chunk.
Uh, well, right with the add. Yeah, right with the added 5.
Mhm.
I guess. Yes. So 27. Yeah.
Yeah, because there is where they get extra healing from their own level also.
Life domain. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Very good rolls.
Very good healing.
Pass. Can we make some sort of check to find a spot on this in this valley, if you will, where we'd be able to create a sort of secluded campsite?
So I get the 15 and the 7.
Yes.
Plus 5 additional.
Hmm.
Because of your life domain.
So it's 27 in total.
No, actually, it
So,
would be more because it's +2 plus level.
Yeah, so it's +5.
So how much do I need to?
she's
27.
she's a 6th level cleric. Oh wait,
Spells
spell
level,
level,
not
spell
not
level.
not cleric level. Spell level.
Yeah. So yeah, it would be 5 additional.
27 in total.
So you heal 20 for 27.
Yay! Already
Did
up
you
at my
also
hat.
heal the 8 you got before by
I did heal you.
Spirits
Yeah.
healed you for 8 also? Did you plus those 2 on top?
Yes,
Did you?
I said 27 plus 8.
No,
Yep.
plus 16.
Oh.
You were already at 8?
Yeah, as I said, she was about to bleed out when he used his lesser restoration to close her eternal wounds for her not to bleed out.
Uh-huh. So she was
So
at 8, then
what I need
Spears
to
gave
put
her
on
8,
Mm-hmm.
and now
more.
she's got 27 on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
Pass, can you help me out?
So if she was at 8 plus 27, that's 35 plus another 8 is 43.
Yeah.
If she's got that much max HP.
I
I,
mean,
I
Yeah.
assume she
I'd
does.
hope so.
I'm
She
basically
should.
just
I assume she does.
scratch the surface of bloody. So I'm not bloody anymore.
my little HP, my max HP pool is
She
50.
is hit, not bloodied anymore.
Mm-hmm. Good.
But if you want to camp somewhere where you're more out of sight, even though the woods are dead, it would be an idea to go over there instead.
How long would it take us to travel there?
Maybe a couple of hours. Like the sun, there is
Also,
no
when they have
natural
me with them,
sunlight down here in this valley anymore.
Yeah, would she'd be moving slower, wouldn't she?
Deacon
Yes.
is carrying her. He's already offered to carry her.
Oh, okay.
in that case, she will take his offer.
Piggyback ride. Whee!
Let's go, carried.
So it's the piggyback or bridal style.
He's a giant, kin. He's probably strong enough to carry you on one arm.
He's a very
But
message.
you get picked up by Deacon, um, who carries you in his arms.
And I please him a thank you.
Oh, what a man. My hero.
She's not interested in relationships.
That was out of character. That was out of
We're
character.
aware.
She just thanked him for his noble
It's entirely
deeds.
platonic.
You could say thank him for his service.
Clever there, pal. Clever girl.
Oh god.
Clever girl.
Okay, anyways, making camp. Hey, would you look at that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, not where we are right now.
Making our way to
Yeah,
the
so
spot
we
where
could
make
we
camp.
could reach it before nightfall.
Hmm.
Is that right, Pass?
Yes, you will be able to reach it just before the sky will be turning completely dark. You should be able to reach over into the woods to settle down there.
All right, we do
So-
that.
You may move the party token. I believe I gave everybody access to that one.
Yeah, let's
So
not
where are we
all move
going?
in at the same time.
Yes,
Okay,
everyone
you
move it.
Everyone fights over it.
It's all right.
My ping is almost invisible on this map.
There you go. Sorry.
And we're now in the Deadwoods.
You may roll me perception.
Perception.
Doing it, doing it, doing it well.
Perception.
Boss,
Roll that
can you roll for
guidance.
me?
Yeah.
Can you roll for me? I'm not
What
in my room at the moment.
Why are you not in use?
I finished my vodka.
Need to get a goddamn refill.
That's just how it do be sometimes.
Are you hitting the vodka and orange juice as well, Spirit?
It's not vodka and orange juice. It'd be rum and orange juice. And no, I'm not. If I want a drink, I'll get a drink. Right now, not in the mood.
Holy shit, a sober Spirit?
Ouch. I'm
No
actually
way.
hurt. I'm actually hurt.
God damn.
I rarely drink, and this is the thanks I get.
I've heard you
Let's
talk
see,
about drinking
Magenta
quite a
would
few
also
times
be
whilst we're on
around.
session.
Who's the 12 perception if that's... Oh, right, that's real. I see.
Oh damn.
Damn. Vria's got a 19 on the roll.
As you walk through this dead and withered forest, so to speak, Ferris Magina will be walking up to you.
Nope.
I don't like it here.
I'm not too fond of this place either.
I cannot feel any life, no spirits, no nothing in these woods. Just death.
I mean, you could
Whatever
class
was
plant
here
growth.
has long since passed on with no chance of regrowth.
Scratch that spell.
I mean,
Yeah.
I could try and make it, see if I can't make the land fertile, or at least give it an attempt and see if anything happens.
But those sound of things that won't do anything.
It might not do anything is the issue.
Well, I mean, I guess you could try before you go to sleep.
Wait,
Oh, right, because you're the first druid I know that has not a druidcraft.
No, but I do have plant growth though, if that's any constellation.
Plant
Constellation, not
growth
constellation.
only works if you actually have plants to use it on.
Oh, I see.
Live plants.
what do we get with our perceptions?
You see a dead forest. There's
Oh.
Dear God.
for you who are more perceptive of the bunch, i.e., 15 plus,
Damn it.
you notice that there is nothing here. No animals, no insects, no nothing. It's just dead silent. The only few rustle of the branches swaying in the wind, in the light wind that might blow through.
Well, that actually makes it easier to perceive oncoming threats.
Silver lining and all that.
I don't like it here. I agree with Magenta on this. I really don't like it here. I definitely don't like it here.
Wrong one. Wrong one.
I like how it says structures
Structures?
up
Question
the
mark?
top.
Are we sure we want to camp here?
You have no choice.
With my 24 perception, does this area appear dangerous at all?
It appears dead. Unnaturally dead.
Unnaturally. So can I do like an Arcana or something to see
Roll
why
me
that is?
Can we do
Arcana
that?
or Religion.
Arcana. Well, both are the same thingy for me.
Can I roll as
We,
well?
I'm gonna fail
Whammies.
for that.
You may.
15.
You don't even feel the presence of any spirits that would be combined with nature. There is nothing here. Like, this is a complete blank spot. There is no life. It's like it's completely devoided even from the spirits of nature that might have be
Not good
resident
with
here.
Arcana, good
Nothing is
religion.
pinging
I'm
out.
actually curious about something, Taz.
Hmm.
Yes.
Does this area in any way do something to spirits, fire spirit?
Yeah, that is true. It is a fire spirit.
Sets the dead woods on fire.
I mean,
Lovely.
that's always a possibility, but first we need.
Spirits, as you look towards your spirit, you see he seems very skittish. Like, he doesn't even like it here.
Yeah, I don't like it here.
So
Do
the,
me and Ego get any extra information because we got higher?
We have,
do we
we
know
have pretty,
why this is? Like
we have pretty
the spirits
decent.
have abandoned this place, but
Hmm.
why?
Yeah, and we have pretty high rolls on both religion and Arcana.
You're not entirely sure, but it's like all life has been voided of this place. Because you see that there are, like, seeds and whatnot underneath some of the trees, but they haven't sprouted when the entire forest died.
Hmm.
As if
It's
even the
quite
soil,
literally as if
as
everything
if
in
even the
here is
soil is
dead.
dead.
Do any of you check the soil? Roll me a nature.
I can certainly give that a shot.
I'll give Vigor guidance since he has advantage in all these.
Okay.
Damn.
Or Deacon just rolls a natural 20. That also happens.
Get fucked.
I still beat him.
Well, I
Heh.
I avoided a natural one. Thank you. And why did it not roll guidance?
And I gonna
Ah, damn.
Damn.
A lot of good people.
As
basically
you
I guess
check
asking
I'll
you
the
roll.
earth,
let me see.
it feels like as if it should contain life, but you don't even sense any earth or stone spirits here. Like, it's completely devoided. Even as you try to feel a connection with the earth itself, it's just like a blank
That's
canvas.
basically what I find out. What path?
Well,
That's
you
what
and me, we
everybody
got the
finds
same.
out.
Hmm.
Like,
Hmm.
this entire area is so dead that there is nothing here that pings up on the radar as you're trying to sense.
It is completely devoid of life.
Yes,
Hmm.
on such a natural scale that it feels unnatural.
I will basically share that kind of
Well,
information with
well,
the with the group.
we don't have to camp here, but we will be less secluded if we get out. Is
We need
everybody
to
fine with that?
recover anyway, so it's gonna be like this wherever we go.
Maybe let's not recover in these woods specifically.
Would you rather camp outside of it?
At least we have cover here.
I would rather not be out there. Regina points out into outside
Nope.
in the grassy plains, and you see a fog has settled in. A heavy one.
Cover is better than nothing.
I dislike this place.
No cat. No.
So
Wait a minute.
Wait a second!
Sorry, sorry. She was trying to chew at my headset cable again.
I looking at the fog and I look at Magena and say, I agree with Magena. Let's take the rest here and continue in the morning.
Yes.
If possible, we can use some of these dead trees for something to make a shelter or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you guys, but in the morning, do you want to check? I believe that whatever landed here in that hole may have caused this. We can move on, or we could check that out first.
Landed? What do you mean landed?
The massive hole out there.
Crater.
Well, I guess if we're going that way anyway, might as well check it out as we pass by.
If
Something
there's any
created the hole.
climbing, I will stay at the top. I'm not the biggest fan of climbing anymore.
Yeah, no, understandable.
I'm not saying go into it. I'm just saying maybe see what's there.
I mean,
But it's up to you. We could move on.
Alright. Let's
Yeah,
just
it's best to rest right now.
let's talk about this in the morning.
mm,
As you guys go and set up camp, Magina goes through the nearby area of the dead woods and collects a few rafts of these dead trees and set up something akin to a bivouac?
Wait, what did she go to look for?
She collected rafts or like long, thick dead trees to use to create a shelter with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think it's
I'll
called a
I'll
BFAC.
help with that. I'll help with that.
hmm.
She seems very unnerved by this entire experience of. You also see she's walking around and collecting seeds.
Can I have a look at one of those seeds?
Can
Sure.
So she's collecting them. I'm with her, helping her doing whatever she's doing, and I see this. I'll ask her, what? Why are you collecting these?
I wanted to check if there were any spark in life, but even the seeds are dead.
Is there, by any chance, is there any roll that I can make on these seeds?
You may roll me. Oh, right. Roll me on nature with advantage, Spirits.
Dunkwa.
Botanist specialist.
I give you a 15.
As you try to channel in a little bit of your druidic powers of nature to see if you can coax if there might be a sleeping spirit inside this seed that you're trying to, and you get no response. It's as if the spirit that would have been in the seed itself is also dead.
Now,
So it looks like it's healthy enough that it would sprout. It's just like an empty shell.
Yes.
while
Right.
they're setting up camp, I'd like
So
to,
basically, this place is very dead.
I want to
Yes.
check just
We've confirmed this now.
one theory. I just have one little theory I want to test, and I doubt it will be any different if I take like a little bit of a stroll out of the dead woods into the open for a second just to see if anything changes. It's just a wild guess into something that might not even bear any fruit. Am I able to step out of the dead woods with this seed and possibly either try again or...
You can easily try again.
Okay.
Like you step out here onto the foggy plains
Yeah.
with nearly none sight.
With nearly non-sight.
The fog is thick and heavy here.
Heavily obscured.
Do I still have advantage on the check?
You would still have advantage on the nature roll.
Okay.
Does the
Not
fog
any fucking
stop
better.
near the dead woods, or it like continues in? It's like the whole area.
It's not as heavy inside the woods as if the woods themselves break apart some of the fog, but
So it seems natural. It doesn't seem supernatural. That it's like the fog is avoiding it.
at least not in the woods, but outside the woods, it's unnaturally thick.
Mm-hmm.
Does it appear to be coming from the hole?
I think it's a
No,
little too thick for us to tell that scenario.
too thick to tell, so to speak. You don't know where it started or where it ends.
I assume a 9 gets me nothing.
It is still just a dead seed. Like, no spirit connected to it at all. And as you step out into the fog, even you can feel something unnatural wash over you.
Nope, 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 nope.
So it
Nope,
Do you
seems
fuck
try
that
that.
the
and
woods.
find your way back?
I was gonna say it seems the woods are safer.
I will certainly give it my damnedest. I was not
Roll
expecting to go
me a
that deep into it.
perception with disadvantage to see if you can find your way back.
Oh god.
I did not go that deep into it, or at least I was hoping.
You walked out of protected bay of the woods. You walked straight into the thickness of the fog.
Shit.
You cannot seem to find your way. Even though you were damn sure you turned straight around and followed your step backward. You cannot see any trees, you see nothing. But there's a white fog around you.
I've done this to myself. Dumb.
Did I see spirits go into the fog?
Dumb idea.
Yes.
Dumb.
Do I have a spell where I can cast a shimmery light?
I believe you do have the light spell automatically.
The only light domain gets that.
I will basically, he has been gone for a long time. Maybe he can't find his way back. And
It's only been a few minutes for you guys since he walked out into the fog.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
When he
we
have
wouldn't
been
think this yet.
away for a few more minutes, then I will basically write and ask Deacon to put me down, so I can
I have an idea.
then ride to the edge of the fog and just cast a shimmery light on my staff and call on spirits and tell him to follow the light.
Unfortunately,
You try and cast your light spell. I'm asking if you're trying to cast your light spell.
Yes.
As you try and cast your light spell, you see how this small ball of light starts to form in your hand, and then it just dies out.
I was going to attempt something, but I'm going to wait for everyone else to do their thing for a little bit.
Huh. There's something wrong with the magic right now.
Spirits, I have an idea, but you do your thing first.
Okay. It won't let me click the macro, but I was going to try and produce flame and see what happens. And if the produced flame would remain, I would try and control it.
Have any of you seen Da?
Last I saw him, he was trying to check something with the seeds, and he was walking into the fog. I told him to not go, but
No one told me not to go. Don't fucking lie.
Yeah. I was
I
busy.
would have told him to not to go, but
She says this
Oh,
as she
that's
returns
clear.
to campfire and see her dad is not there. And the campfire spirit is like jumped into the fireplace and like sits there looking scared as they're
but
feeding.
he was already gone when I actually saw he was gone.
She starts calling out for spirits.
And I tell her that I tried to cast a light so he can find his way back, but apparently my magic doesn't work here.
Does Spirits hear her, or is that all messed up as well?
Roll me perception, spirits.
Okay. I'm guessing that is that a straight roll because it's just hearing.
It's just hearing.
Okay, so it's a straight roll then. 22.
You hear someone calling for you, but it's so far away. You're not entirely sure what direction as it echoes around you.
All right then. I guess I'll just have to
So-
attempt something.
So you can't tell like what direction it's coming
No,
from.
it seems to come everywhere and nowhere around him.
Well, let's give this a shot. I did say I wanted to try and produce flame. Does that have any fruit? Does the flame remain, or does it just piff out?
It sputters a lot as the air is wet around you,
All right. Well,
and you can see, like, you can see to the ground just beneath your feet. That's the only thing you really see with this light being cast from.
Can we see anything in the fog when he's do that?
You can see nothing from the fog. You don't hear any reply from the fog. Just this silence that washes over.
can I control flames and try and increase this small produced sputtering flame?
You want to try and feed it.
That's the best I can do.
Roll me an Arcana.
I'm not good at this, but I can give it a shot. This is truly
As you
goofy.
feel clampness in the air starting to wash over you, you're starting to feel you are cold. You are wet.
You said Arcana straight roll?
Straight roll. You try to pull the arcane energies from your very core, but even your core seems almost frozen over. You see as your breath starts to leave an impression in the air.
I have another idea. I'm not sure if any of these ideas are gonna work, and in all honesty, I'm trying anything because unfortunately we are in an underground area, so the echoing doesn't help.
You're not underground.
But you still did say that the words echoed, so I can't
Yes.
find my way back. Hmm.
Let me know when you're out of ideas.
I'll sling. I think I've got probably one more idea. And if that don't work, I'll probably have to say you can throw your idea. I've got two actually.
Mhm.
I've got two. Both of these are going to cost me a spell slot, though. So, the first one is the Flaming Sphere. Then I would place it preferably beside me for now, seeing that I do feel cold, and see if that may or may not warm me a little bit.
As you're trying to this, roll me an Arcana.
Another Arcana. So it's doing something with me. Come on. 16.
It doesn't. The spell forms. It sputters a lot, as if the flame itself has trouble keeping itself burning, as it floats in the air next to you.
Do we actually see it?
You don't see anything. There's just darkness and a fog that seems to be closing in,
If I look up,
almost swallowing the trees around you.
If I look up, how high does it seem like the fog goes, or does it just seem like I'm in a pit?
You don't see through the fog if you look up.
How does the Flaming Sphere show any form of light that I can see?
It does light up. Like you can see, like the 8 squares around you.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it, really. And the 8 squares around the ball of fire, so to speak. But that's it.
Next idea, and this might be a way that I can try and figure something out. I'm gonna fire Scorching Ray up into the air, just looking straight up.
Roll me Arcana.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and click the Scorching. No, I'll roll the Arcana, and then I'll click it. Where is Arcana? 19.
You manage to fire this ray of pure primordial fire from your fingertips straight into it, and you see how the fog parts from the heat itself of the magic you're casting.
Oh.
Do we see anything this time?
No. You guys don't see it. Someone else might, though.
Mm-hmm.
But you can see the night sky for but a brief moment till the fog closes in around the hole.
But has it fully collapsed back on me again?
Yes.
Damn.
Do you continue to try and walk and follow the footprints in front of you? With the light you have with you.
Footprints. Alright, now I gotta ask this question. What do the footprints look like? Do they look like mine, or...
You're actually not certain right now. They could be yours, but you should already have been back into the encampment because you didn't walk that far out. You're certain of it. And yet these footprints you can see seems to disappear into the fog.
Well, my only option so far seems to follow the footprints. And I guess while I do that, Wreath can try and do his thing.
Alright. First of all, does anyone have locate object?
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Does anyone have anything of Spiritus?
Nope.
How about his
Anything.
daughter?
What was that?
I
Oh,
guess
his
that.
daughter.
I got his daughter.
Does his daughter have anything of his?
Oh yeah,
He does.
would
I'm asking her. Do you have anything of his?
Yes, I have a lock of his hair.
Why do you have a lock of my hair?
that's good. Okay.
Why?
How much rope do we have? Would we all have rope?
Yes.
Pass.
Some of you might.
Hey,
It's
the
part
rope
of the standard kit,
was
so
basically flat falling down.
Wait, what was that?
The rope, the extreme long rope we have.
Still
Yeah.
have that.
But I'm
Sounds
saying
It's
good.
like
somewhere over here.
Yeah.
Most of you don't
Away-
have any rope
Away
anymore.
from it. I still have rope,
Well,
unfortunately.
we took it back. We
so.
untied it.
If anything, we've
Yeah.
lost two. Wait,
No, we
Yes.
haven't
didn't
lost
he bring
any.
it back? Didn't he bring it back?
Yeah, he brought it back.
He brought it back.
Okay, so we've got that.
There we have
So
that.
that's what. That's at least 60.
The rope, every character, every player character has in their starting kit has a set of ropes, unless
Yeah.
besides that's not the case.
Okay, so
So
I
we
know,
that's
should
you
have
do have
access. So we
And
should
how
have
long is it?
access to 50 feet of rope per person.
Yes.
so we've got like 250 feet.
We got the capacity of making a rope length of 250 feet.
Okay,
So if you're asking for rope, I'm basically gonna pass him mine.
okay, everyone. Whoever can do the best knot, tie it all together. And as they do that, I'm gonna go to Fang and kneel and put my head to him again and say, could you do me a favor? Find Spirus. I know you may not like this, but if you could sniff his hair and maybe find him, then we can tie this rope to you so you can find your way back. If you don't want to do this, it's fine, but I'm asking you. Are you okay with this?
It looks at you for a moment. It nods.
Okay. Fang will go. We tie the rope to him. He can.
As you try and put the rope around, he shakes his head and starts walking into the fog without it.
Okay. Well, he sniffs the hair first, at least.
Mm-hmm. Now, he
Okay.
already know the smell of spirits, so to speak.
Okay.
You just see him starts walking into the fog.
Good luck, my friend.
Wait. Spiritus wildfire spirit is right here with us, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it looks scared.
Would it be able to have a better odds of finding his way back to Spirus? Because they're technically tethered. Could he be a guide for Fang?
It does not dare leave the fire. It trembles with fear.
It doesn't like what's around. And it seems that I may have fucked myself because I shot a scorching ray into the air.
there could be quite a bit of trouble.
Something may be lurking in this fog, and it's certainly found where it may have an idea on where I'm at.
Fog monsters, yay.
Mistwalkers. If any of you have seen the Glaze act
Mm-hmm.
of Arcadum's
Uh,
World.
Pass. As he goes into the fog, if I concentrate, can I sense him?
The moment he disappears in the fog, you cannot sense him any longer. It's as if the tie between you have been severed. As if he has no longer on this plane of existence, almost.
So,
Oh.
It seems that me stepping in. Okay.
I will turn to everyone else and say, no one leave. No one enter the fog. No matter
I'm
what.
not planning.
Okay, I'm
And I
gonna
look
roll now.
I
Why?
look
What's
at
going
Magenta.
on?
I can't sense Fang anymore. So
Even though the rope is still moving?
95.
no, he didn't want the rope.
He didn't take the rope. He refused the rope.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, that's nice.
I don't like that nervous giggle.
Something tells me even if we tied the rope to him and he walked in, then the rope would have just gone limp and it would have been cut.
Deacon, as you try and breathe in the magic in the air, you feel you get flashed over with this sense of dread as you are looking at something you can't even understand what is.
It's got the.
God damn it!
God damn it, Twitch!
Sorry, I can't hear.
Oh my god, just the perfect timing.
Sorry, I can't hear. The ad is too loud.
Guys, there's ads playing. Give me a minute. Knew I should have bought that subscription.
Tell me when you can hear. It should only be like 30 seconds of ads, so it should have been
You'd
done.
be surprised. 30 seconds feels like a really long time.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not
I
watching
mean, it's
the ad,
funny.
it
You're
feels...
talking to him. He can't hear you.
Yeah.
So
God damn it!
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
I'll look at Magenta and say, no matter what, you don't leave this area.
Yeah, I'm not on this plane anymore, it seems.
Daddy went to go get milk.
Do I actually, if I look at the, since it's nighttime now, if I look at the
You
fog,
can't
do I
even
see
see the
any?
moons or the stars on the skies above.
All right, well then I take out my axe. Moonlight, boom. Do I see anything else?
Actually, your axe's glow seems to keep the fog at bay.
Interesting.
Really? Oh no.
Do everybody see
Do my eyes see anything special about the fog now that it's in moonlight?
Just keeping the fog away so
No,
Hmm.
it's just thick fog
it's receding back.
of potentially unnatural source, or the way that it like almost shies away from the light of your axe as you're trying to focus a beam of it towards
Mm-hmm.
the fog.
Do
I'm
everybody
just
see
gonna like,
that her weapon is reacting that way?
The fog recedes when
like
the axe
move around a
touches.
little bit, see how fast it recedes in response.
It was a 5-minute ad?
What?
What the
Jesus.
fuck?
Fuck you.
No,
Was it
that
like
can't be,
five
that,
1 minute
no,
ads
that
in
can't be right.
back to back or something?
He's back.
That
Worry
can't
about
Welcome
be
it.
back.
right. 5
Yeah.
minutes?
So
It
what were you
shouldn't
saying,
be that
pass
long.
to
What?
him?
Ads are brutal these days.
One after the other 30 seconds. That's bullshit.
My
It
god.
shouldn't even be. It should just be 1 out of 30 seconds. What the F, Twitch?
Yeah,
Deacon, just say something in Twitch.
you gonna use the Twitch chat?
I'm gonna snipe him.
Why? Oh.
Ah,
Oh,
well,
he wants it. You want to give him a gift subscription, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Anyways,
Well, I mean, it's just
It solves that
it's
problem.
just the Discord issue. I mean, he's not probably
Yeah,
gonna need it
but at least he won't
constantly,
have to
but-
worry about the ads anymore.
Yeah,
Deacon, did you also thank for the subscription drive?
I guess.
Uh, uh, Go Master, have you tried rebooting Discord? Because
I told him
sometimes
to.
it's work.
It didn't help.
How many times?
So you could try another time.
Because sometimes you actually need to kill it, also in control.
Kill it with fire.
yeah, actually the hidden processes of
Yeah, you
Discord
also
well.
need to kill that part of it. Like, you need to completely kill Discord
I
on
mean, you
your.
can try restarting your computer.
He's doing.
You
I
could
told him
also
to do
try
that too.
Have you
Just
tried turning it
restart
off
the
and on
entire
again?
clip.
Yeah.
How about putting it in rice?
Look, guys, I study IT. I know exactly what we have to do. Just turn it off and on again.
Let's continue without the deacon bit for now. I guess if we're able to.
Okay, I'll say to Avis, don't try to use that to find him. I don't think they're on this plane anymore, so that won't help.
Hmm.
I can't sense Fang.
Well, of course you cannot. Fools.
Thanks, Ilum.
Yes, yes. Enlighten us, please. Oh, great, wise one.
Basically, looking at the bird. If you are that wise, then share your wisdom.
Well, where do you think you are?
In a hole.
In a valley close to the tomb of the Starfallen.
And have you sensed any life since coming here?
Nope.
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 Shut up, you.
Okay, you got it, champ.
So instead of talking in whistles, maybe just share what you know.
What do I get out of it?
I can give you a heal if you're feeling down.
I'll give you a schmeckers.
Give you.
Oh wait,
And
You
I can
probably-
scratch
you
the
guys
places
probably-
you can't reach.
sorry, I forgot. You guys probably don't know what that is. It's like dog food. And the dogs are like always talk and ask that, and they go, "Oh, what do I get?" And they go, "I'll give you a schmackers." Sorry. Oh, carry on.
Want me to make you a hat or something?
I think you already promised a hat.
I never promised a hat.
You promised a suit.
Which was also... Hold on, wasn't the suit also, like, nullified
It was
because the entire
basically
deal was
just a-
called off?
Not entirely.
Yo.
The suit was basically a jacket. You
Or a shirt. He just really asked, for a piece of clothing, so it could be a little bit more fancy.
Like a
Wasn't
little
that,
vest.
like... Was that called off because the whole deal was called off, or was
No,
that
because
separate?
that was a separate deal.
I see. Okay, okay.
He
Yeah,
wanted to
that
be
was
on
in exchange for flying you back.
He
Mm-hmm.
wanted to be on Pimp My Bird.
We can hear you.
Anyway. Oh? Nesta?
Hey.
Go master.
I'm on the phone because for some reason
Oh,
it's
you're
on
loaded.
phone.
I mean, hey,
Okay.
that works.
It works.
In any case, Avis did genuinely ask if he wants a hat or something.
I want a scarf.
A scarf is easy. I
It's
can
gonna
do
be
that.
the fanciest bird I've ever seen.
I told you he's gonna be a mob boss.
But if you truly are so curious to where you are, for you wanting to set camp here, welcome to the Valley of Death.
It's a Jurassic Park. Yeah, okay.
Ah, so I see where I've stepped into now.
The Valley of...
So,
Would you
Yeah.
care to elaborate on that?
What do you think it means,
A valley filled with death.
mistress? Yes, but it's also a link between the land of the living and the land of the dead. And your smart droid went out into the fog, so I'm pretty sure he's not even here anymore.
I appreciate the smart.
is there a way to
He's
get
in
him back?
the... Do you mean the fog is a gateway to the afterlife?
Well, there isn't much of an afterlife from what I know of, but sure, we could go with that.
Is there a way to get him back?
That depends. What are you willing to trade for him? And that's not me asking. That's what out there. I ain't fucking with that. Whatever's out in that fog, I ain't dealing with it.
But you know
Lovely.
what?
Do
There's
you
a
know why...
keeper out there.
There did not hear what Paz said because people were talking.
There's a keeper of the dead out in that fog.
I see.
Well, if Fang finds him, then it looks like they're on their own for now.
Oh, if your little pet finds him, your pet is dead.
Question mark.
I mean the keeper, so to speak. He takes not kindly to people of the living walking into his land, you see.
Why
He is what
is...
closes he who keeps the world of dead and living separate.
I see. But
I
why
might
does
have an
my...
idea.
Everyone's got ideas today.
What?
I specifically remember the keeper of the boneyard mentioning that should we run into other keepers, we can call upon our affiliation with him, and it should allow at least an opportunity to parlay.
Oh, that old piece of bones? No, 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 no.
Different
Those
piece
two
of
are not
bones.
related here.
Different piece of bones. Gotcha.
This thing is something completely different because he's a keeper of the dead. The other one is a keeper of a boneyard. That's a different thing.
Lovely.
So he's hostile?
Well, how would you feel as a being of death that someone brings light and life into your domain? I wouldn't find that very pleasant, now would you?
It seems they're on their own with this.
But you're just gonna leave him like this?
If we go in there, we go as well.
If you go past that fog, I can help you. I ain't dealing with that keeper.
Why does my
So how
axe
long would
have the ability to keep it a thing now?
Well, your axe, mistress is one of so purity that it can slide right between what is not supposed to be there now, and its glow shows the truth, doesn't it not? Hmm?
It does to me.
So you might actually be able to see the keeper. Huh. I always wondered how the keeper of the dead would look.
I feel like you wouldn't survive that trip, though.
I prefer not to meet him. Or
Do you know
them.
how long that the fog is gonna be there?
Till the rays of the sun washes over the valley. The fog
The
will settle.
entire night?
Well,
I mean, that's how fog works.
what
Would
did
we
you
be safe here?
expect? It's a valley in between mountains.
Does anyone have the daylight spell?
I have daylight, but it does not specifically say it is sunlight.
Daylight is sunlight. It
That's why the
does
spell is
say.
called daylight. It
It does
produces
actually
sunlight.
say that it does sunlight, yeah. So we could try that.
Hmm.
The only thing I have with light is light.
Yeah, that's not powerful enough.
I know. I tried it.
Perhaps dispersing the fog would work?
If it, well, it. Hmm,
Does anyone have a spell that can help with like gust or gust of wind?
not really. I can try
Uh,
moonbeaming, but I doubt that would do much.
The only thing
before
I can do is heal, so I'm basically. I can only do stuff when people get spanked.
before we get any further ahead on this, what was I able to see with detect magic? At least looking towards the fog.
Oh! I think I might have something that I can do if that even works. Pass.
Sorry, had a coughing fit.
Can I use my storm guide ability to cause a strong wind to blow to blow towards the fog to try and disperse it?
Well, you can try.
Would that upset the keeper?
You'll figure that out.
Okay, so that is a definite yes.
Fuck, man. What do we do?
Well, we could attempt to go into and have an expedition into the fog with daylight and the moonlight from my axe. Although I doubt if Spirits really is on another plane, then if we go in while not being affected by the fog, I doubt
Yeah,
we'd
we'll
be able
still
to
be on
find
this
him.
plane, so we
Yeah,
won't find him, but we might find the keeper.
Should we
I
try?
mean,
Wait. Didn't Uthla say she was going to visit him tonight?
Yes.
So she's gonna figure out that he's not here. And maybe she's gonna go looking for him.
Yeah.
Can you
I
call?
wonder if she has access to the realm of the dead.
Can you call on your Uthla right now? Because it should be nighttime right now, right?
It is nighttime.
But there's no moons visible.
But you
Although
can.
I
And
have my
I'm
the
cutting.
moonlight is out.
I'm cutting right here.
Oh.
Spirits. As you
Yes,
keep
boss.
walking, you start seeing flickers of light on the path in front of you.
Uh. Hmm.
You see torches burning,
Yeah.
small fires burning, and you're starting to see shapes of tents and people.
The fuck? Hmm. Hello? Shapes move?
Some of them do,
Hmm.
but they don't seem to acknowledge you.
Hmm.
As you keep walking, you see this encampment that stretches along this path as far as the eyes can see, with people waiting, camping.
Hmm.
Do they look like normal tents or like different?
They look to be of barely hanging together kind of tents,
Hmm.
tents that has been quickly thrown together with whatever were at hand to give a little bit of shelter while waiting.
A wild guess. I doubt I'd be able to recognize anybody. Does any of these individuals in this camp look familiar in any way, shape, or form?
And do they look like normal people or kind of like uh, ghostly?
Am I looking at shades or am I looking at people?
A mixture.
A mixture. Okay.
Some of them still look very human. Others of them seems to be unrecognizable almost, that they are just shadows of whom they used to be. You see a great mixture of people here. Humans, elves, a few dwarves, giantkin, half-elves, all children of the Great Mother is here,
Huh.
and yet they seem emancipated.
Hmm.
Does he recognize anyone?
Don't think I recognize anybody. Hmm. Are they doing anything, or do they just all seem like they're waiting around for something?
Some seems to be waiting by the fires in a, depressed manner. They're just sitting like nothing seems to have meaning while they're waiting. A few others are still waiting in this long line with people holding torches or other things.
What's going on here?
They don't recognize you. Or acknowledge, like it's as if they can't hear you. But you recognize someone in the line.
Hmm? Who would that be?
You recognize your grandfather
What?
standing in the line.
Wait.
Wait, are they lined up for anything in particular, or just kind of standing in a line?
Where?
He seems to be standing in the line holding a torch.
Uh, Wait. If they're here, and I'm here, I can't be dead. No. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm gonna walk up to my grandfather and see if I can't get his attention.
Do you touch him?
For now, no. Like, wave my hand in front of his face, maybe put my face.
No reaction.
Doing the old fashioned poke.
As you touch him, he turns to look at you. Spirits, my boy, what are you doing here?
Well, I got lost in a fog and now I'm here.
My boy, what are you doing here? You shouldn't be here.
Okay. I'm aware I shouldn't be here. I know I shouldn't be here.
You should really not be here. You are living in a land of in-between.
Well, how do I get out? I didn't want to go here. I accidentally. Well, no, I stepped into the fog, but I got here. I need to get out.
I cannot help you, my dearest grandson.
Well,
I wish I could, but I must do my penance. And right now it is to hold the torch.
I understand.
To guide those who need to go further beyond.
Well, before I leave, I want to at least tell you this. I have 2 daughters. And that's all I really need to. I don't really want to tell you. I've done a lot of great things so far. I hope I have. And 2 kids that I'm happy with. Also, I made a giant tree.
I'm sure your grandmother, father, and mother would be very much proud of you, Spirits, but you cannot stay here. If he catches you, you are dead.
Then I'll try and go.
Unless...
Hmm?
No, I'm not sure you would have anything that would interest him.
Yeah, I'm not
No,
sure
would
I do.
you? Because you might be able to make a bargain with him.
I have a feeling I'm not going to be good at bargaining with, Yeah, no, I don't think I'm going to manage that one.
But please, be careful and don't leave the path.
Alright. Thank you. And with that, am I I able to find a path that leads away?
You've been on it so far.
Alright, well then I will
As
continue.
you can see, your grandfather, as you let go of him, he freezes back into this indifference and just holds the torch up, together with so many others holding the torch that lights the path ahead.
Yeah. So I gotta follow that path? Or is there another one that I'm not aware of?
As it seems like right now there is only one path and it goes deeper into the fog.
Into the belly of the beast we go.
As you walk through the line, you see many a soul, specter, and shade of people who, even some people you recognize, grandparents of other tribe members, all of them holding a torch. Many of them. Roll me a history check.
Alright, I can certainly attempt that. This is the worst position I've ever thrown Spirits into by accident.
You know what the funniest thing
I asked you if you were sure you were gonna do it, and you were head-fussing. Yes, let's walk into the fog.
Yeah, I
The
was.
funniest thing is, he was saying, "I don't like these dead woods.
Yeah.
This could be bad,"
Yeah.
and then he ended up somewhere worse.
Yep, I ended up in so much of a better place, right? Anyways, I'd assume a normal roll for history. Question mark? 9?
Nah, some of these people don't seem important at all.
Unfortunate.
Move along, nothing to see here.
Yeah, I guess I'm moving along, moseying on down.
Roll me perception, if you would.
Alright, I will try. Normal?
Normal.
Okay.
Indeed.
Natural 20.
Jesus.
You see a shape in the distance. A man, tired, cloaked, with a staff, treads the path further ahead of you.
Tired, cloaked man with a staff?
Hmm?
Oh shit, it's the keeper.
Shouldn't be caught. Does it seem to be that this individual is leading the way? Or is there still
It's
more?
its footprints you're walking in.
Fuck. Was told to follow the path.
You are walking quite faster than him.
Walking ahead of him probably won't be the smartest idea. think, but I don't know if I've got any way out of this other than talking to him. Should I walk faster than him? But if I go wait, if I go ahead of him, I'm not on the trail anymore. Hmm. The only options I can think of off the top of my head are either I interact with him or I try and go past him. Do I have any can I get any form of insight on this, boss?
Roll me an int check.
An intelligence check?
Yeah. What would potentially be the best idea here?
Well, I guess we're about to find out. Spirits and his multitude of dumb ideas. Let's go. 15.
What is the phrasing? There is a phrasing I'm thinking about, but it's something like that. Never try to overtake death, because it will only leave in your own destruction.
Ah. So it seems me and the old Reaper are about to have a nice little chat.
What? Yeah, is it the term is like when you have a shovel in your hand, don't dig your own grave?
That's also a phrasing of it. But there is quite literally an old urban legend about if you're out racing and you see a black car with no signage on it, don't try and overtake it, because it will mean that you're trying to raise death, so to speak.
Never heard of that.
It's an old, well, old and old. It was when the cars basically became a thing, you know.
I
Mm-hmm.
see. Well,
So, Spirits, what you gonna do?
I can't overtake death, so I gotta talk to him because I don't got many other options other than that. And going off the beaten path would probably just be a death sentence. Well, I will walk up, not go past, and attempt to. Hello?
Ah, I wondered when you would search me out, Spirits.
It seems I've done something really stupid and got myself here.
So it seems. Are you here to try and bargain?
Unfortunately, I don't have much to offer you. Not that I know of, at
There's
least.
always something you can offer in a bargain. Especially when it is your life you're bargaining for.
I've tried.
But I am not cruel.
Hmm.
I am fair in all my dealings.
Well. Hmm. I just gained my youth back, or at least my life back in general, after giving up.
Yes, I was kinda irritated about that. I was looking forward to having you wander these sacred paths.
Hmm.
In your time, of course, not before time.
No.
Gods forbid someone gets in here early.
Hmm. I mean, I have something gonna bring out the quasite is what it's called.
Quasi.
Quasi.
Qualis.
Qualis. I'm getting a lot of names, but all right. The thing.
Quali stones?
Yeah, the stones. The stones. I recently
I'm not
got
sure a being that represents death would like something that restores life.
these. It
I
would.
mean, it's raw magic in there. You might like that.
I have these. It's kind of the first thing I can think of.
Where did you get these seeds of light?
We made a promise to a dragon, and it gave us a tear in return, and some of it spilled over, and we got these.
Hmm. I have nothing to use the seed of life for here.
Hmm.
As you can see, only thing there is here is the fog.
Yes. Hmm.
And the only light here is from the torches of those who are here to guide those who have dead to the next. So
Pass.
tell me,
Hmm?
Sorry,
spirits,
I was just
what?
gonna say, just let me know if Fang catches up and finds him.
Will do.
Hmm. Anyways.
As you start to look around you, spirits,
Mm-hmm.
you see that behind him is this long entourage as you finally caught up next to him of shades and these floating orbs, you know, following behind him.
Hmm.
Similar to the ones that were following Arnalda when she came to the deer tribe?
Mm-hmm.
Wonder if he works for her.
Hmm.
Or you're here, maybe you could ask what the fuck is going on.
I could ask what's going on.
Oh, just guiding these souls on their last trip,
Hmm.
so to speak. Oh, a passing through my domain.
I I do remember the our tribe was raided, and I remember seeing a lot of blue lights.
Yes, those these are the ones of spirits still young and was cut short too early.
Hmm.
That's why they have the glow. Wherein he gives a nod and a throw of the hand, so to speak, towards some of the more white or shades, so to speak.
Yeah.
Those are spirits of those who have died too late or on time, or did not get to the afterlife in time.
Hmm.
You see, the more color our soul has in, the younger it is. And more too early for it to have died, so to speak, in the more natural way. And those shades you see are those who got lost. Those my big sister have not been able to collect on time, or those who have not given proper burial.
Hmm. I see.
So what can I do for you, spirits, my boy? You're here too early.
Yeah. There was a fog I stepped into which brought me here, so
Yes, you stepped
unfortunately,
into my domain.
I don't have much to offer you. At least nothing that I'm aware of. Is there
There is, but
any,
I'm not sure you're gonna like it.
what is it?
I will, when we're done guiding these souls back to where they belong, I can guide you back to your little campsite.
After you're done,
But
good.
but the price is that next time you do die, there is no coming back.
Death is final.
So he can't be revived.
Yes, you will no longer be able to be brought back, so to speak.
So once the
I
hmm,
will have your soul, and you will do penance like your grandfather and so many others of your lineage. You have already disturbed the cycle enough
hmm,
with both souls too early and lost, so to speak.
so whenever the time's up or I die, that's that's it.
That's it. I shall make you a torchbearer for me for maybe a few hundred years, and then you will be able to enjoy your afterlife, so to speak.
Can I ask one question before we make this deal?
What?
Why I don't remember or I don't know why my family or at least why my grandfather is carrying a torch, or is it just he's serving his penance?
Some death of those who have died owe something for when, and he like catches one of the light blue soul balls and holds it in front of you. When someone harvests too much life too early,
Yeah.
it gives me and my sister too much work.
Yes.
And he releases it and it floats back behind him a little bit, scared, so to speak. So you must understand, you have done plenty of hurt to the wield, the circle in which is life already.
I'm aware.
And for that, you and your little friends, when their time comes, will also do penance.
Hmm. Okay.
Your grandfather, since you're asking why he's here doing penance,
Mm-hmm.
killed someone he shouldn't.
I feel like this would be overstepping any further if I were to ask this question.
When he was but a child, your grandfather, he killed another child.
I think Spears is going to go a little pale from that.
See, I told you might not like the answer. And some of your most esteemed ancestors right there, as he points to them.
Mm-hmm.
Some of those who helped win the Great War burned entire villages to the ground, slaughtering and leaving none to care of those who have died. Leaving no woman, child, or elder. That is what your esteemed ancestors did, Spirits. How does that make you feel to know that your entire family's legacy is built on the death of those who had no one to defend themselves?
I feel like,
And that's why your entire line, together with so many others, do penance. Because your line is so steeped in blood of those innocent, those who have died too early, that they need justice for what they have done. I know my sister might not always like what I'm doing, in that I stripping them of, well, them, but I care not for stripping them of whom they were. They will anyways lose it when they step through the last gate. You see.
I see.
Ah, finally here. As you turn your gaze in front of you,
Mm-hmm.
you see this stone gate built where you can see light washing in as it like parts the fog.
Yeah.
Now, little ones, in with you. Also, you gotta move on. I haven't the entire night.
Yeah. I'm guessing he's talking to me on that one.
No, he's
Oh,
talking
it's
to the
just talking.
spirits as you see like this entire like flood wave of souls marching through the gate into the light.
Seems I have a lot to think about.
That you do, but you can think while we walk. And if you have questions, I will answer them.
So all of my ancestors were just murderers? Raiders?
Some of them were. Some of them were also priests, like you aspire to be.
Hmm.
But many of them are so bathed in blood of all that your family has been judged to pay a penance. Each generation carries the torch for a few decades and are then let in to their afterlife, except for a few, those who have done the most vile things of all. He steps in front of this giant shade of a man. Like, he's a big fella.
Yeah.
And you can see that embers drips from his hands. And from where his hair and face should be, you see nothing but two burning slits of fire. Except for this one, he will be paying penance forever.
What did what did he do?
Till every last bit of him dissipates and nothing but a pure soul remains.
Hmm.
You ask what he did?
Yeah.
Kinslaying.
Outside of character? Well, now I know what's going to happen to Rieth if that's the case. And back in character.
It won't just be that,
Probably.
since he's gonna he wants to entrap the soul.
Yeah.
So it's probably worse.
Well, actually, no. Spirits would know about this plan, so actually, I'm kind of curious on this too.
Yeah.
Um, what if is what if someone were to kill their own kin and instead of letting the soul go to the afterlife, they trap it permanently?
What are you talking about? You do not cut a soul out of the circle. That is blasphemous of the highest order.
But what would happen to that soul that did that act?
The person who does such a vile and heinous crime against all creation will have his soul slowly destroyed, as in they will be completely written off by history itself. Through all time and space, they will be removed. And believe me, we do have the power to do so if someone did something against that.
I see.
Though I'm not quite sure someone actually has done it, because the funny thing about it, when someone gets completely erased from, well, the purest form of existence itself, you tend to forget what they did, and if they even existed, you see.
think I have one last question for him, and then that'll probably be all I have for the keeper. Are my kids gonna have to deal with this penance too?
Hmm. Which of them are you speak of?
Any of them? Magena, Magi. Or any
He
future
puts
ones.
his hand on your shoulder and you feel this icy feeling washing over you
I had the feeling
from your
that I see
shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
You see, Magena, if she chooses to, can live for as long as she wants to. The same with Machi, because of her. Since she is my niece, I'm not sure I would feel good about seeing her down here, but
Well,
if it should do, I will make sure she does not pay penance.
thank you.
And that is only because she's my niece.
And if Magena, even though Magena could be eternal, what would happen if she did pass? I don't want to think these thoughts, but I
She
want to
will
make
not
sure.
pass through here.
Okay.
She will pass through someone else, since she isn't like the rest here. You see, she will become something different, and she will go somewhere different.
Okay. Thank you.
That's all I can say to you.
And that is my last question then. I have no more questions.
Did spirits ever take his deal?
I would accept the deal, yeah.
I was just gonna say before he takes the deal, does Fang show up?
He does. Spirits, you see Fangs stop in front of you and looks up at you. And then
Hey,
the
Fang.
keeper, so to speak.
Oh no.
Did Fang overhear the deal?
If you overheard the deal, then you overheard a lot of the conversation.
No, he wouldn't have heard the deal. Or any of this conversation, as he basically just shows up
Okay.
as
Okay.
Spirits is saying, that was the last I had to ask about. When are we there? Are we there yet? Basically,
Are we
and
there
then
yet?
Fangs.
Fang will step forward
Hey,
in
Fang.
front of the keeper and put his like front paws out and his head down so it looks like he's bowing sort of thing. And then he will stand up and kind of walk over to the keeper and kind of nudge his hand so he can sense what he's thinking.
Between you two at this point.
Can the keeper sense what he's thinking? Is that possible?
You know, Spirit, you can talk here freely. No need to
Hey, look,
the
Fang can talk.
shenanigans.
Wait, Fang can talk?
I offer myself in your service to guide spirits back.
No, no.
Who do you think you were talking to that night when Ryev went? Well, best to describe it, Wolfman.
Oh yeah.
And no, Spirit, you are not supposed to be here either. And you cannot trade yourself in for someone of this importance,
Huh?
as his soul outweighs yours many times over. But don't make me say that you are not without guilt, too.
I
Uh-oh.
know. It's nothing new to me. And then he'll walk back and
But
stand
I
in front
will.
of Spirus.
But you two follow up now. We don't have the entire night. I have plenty of more souls that needs to be
Sorry for
ferried across.
taking your time.
Oh no, it's fine. Only doing this since you are the father, so to speak, to my nieces and a mate to my sister.
Hmm. Oh right. Yep. We really should be going.
Ah, you see how he walks over to what seems like a wall of fog, and you see how he like punctures it with his staff, and as he walks to the side, he like rips a tear in the fog itself. You should exit here, and
Mm-hmm.
you should arrive back with your little compatriots.
Thank you again.
But before you go,
Hmm?
Spirits,
Yeah.
and you, Wolf Spirit, off with you.
Off with you.
Be gone, thought.
I think he wants the wolf
Be
spirit.
gone, the foul creature!
I think he wants the wolf spirit to leave first.
Fang will look back at Spirus, nod, and then leave.
I will make sure that you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving you this one off for now, but if I see you in here again, you will be mine.
Understood.
But don't worry, I will only make sure you get the lightest form of penance that needs to be paid. Since you do good in the lives you also save as much as you do in lives you do destroy.
I
Which
try
I'm
to
not
save
much of
more.
a. Well, don't save too many, because then it becomes in another end. But
I will then say goodbye to the keeper and walk the fuck out.
and remember, I will keep my eyes on you, Spirit. And if you do hurt my sister or any of my nieces, I will come for you, wherever you are. I may be the one who keeps the dead, but I still cares for my family. And then, like, the rift itself in the fog closes,
Mm-hmm.
and the fog almost seems to be pulling out of the valley.
So did the keeper let him off the deal, or because it said if you come back, then that'll happen, or what?
Basically, I still made the deal with him, but if
No,
no,
you never shook his hand on it.
really,
So he gave you a freebie, but
gave me a
next time you're there, you're fucked.
all right. Still gonna keep to the word of if I die, it's my ass.
You die, you die.
It's the GG.
Wait, but that was the deal. So the deal went through. Okay.
No. Next time he die, as long as it's too early for him, he might be able to make a deal. But if he walks into
The fog
the
again.
land of into limbo again, has a living, then he'll get his ass handed to him.
Right. So he still can't be like brought back from the dead.
He can be brought back, but he can't go into the realm.
Right. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. So you got let off
Because
the
when
deal
the
of.
living are in the realm of limbo or the land of the dead,
Mm-hmm.
Man,
it
All right.
has a disturbance to it.
one of the few people
Gotcha.
that has.
I was just making sure that he could be like he didn't actually make the deal. He got
Okay.
a freebie.
Yeah.
But yeah, spirits. You also remember that Fang was called a spirit.
Yeah. Well, I remember that. I don't forget it.
Mm-hmm. I was just making sure.
I also apologize for the very long scene
I
I
guess
took because of my
we get
actions.
to have a long rest in the meantime.
Yes. As the fog dissipates and rolls back, and the sky starts to lighten up, funnily enough, Spurs, you don't feel tired at all.
I feel alright.
But you
You can
have a
say you
really
had
pissed off
cried a
girlfriend.
rise out of you being in the land of the dead.
No.
But you have a really pissed off girlfriend who haven't got to spend the
Listen.
time with you this night.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't expect to just walk into a fog and be transported into another realm. I apologize.
Also, how long did it seem to him like about time? It didn't seem like the whole night, did it? Or
No, it
was
didn't seem like the whole night at all. It was for him he has been like gone for an hour or two. But for you guys, you have been freaking out during the entire night because you have heard stuff out in the fog.
I guess my character has been sleeping because I fucking need it.
If we did our long rest, then Avis would have worked on the cloak again. So I should roll for that, right?
Yes.
That's a nice
Right.
stroll.
Dex based and boom.
Man, that was a nice stroll out into the fog.
Normal. There you go, 21.
Would you be surprised if I said I took a power nap while you were doing that?
I wouldn't be surprised because it was a really long scene.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that Spirits has a phobia of fog now.
Nah. just doesn't trust fog as much, especially
Yeah,
really thick fog.
it's like I'm not going there. I could end up in the Deadlands. I'm not
Listen,
going there.
I went in there once, not going back. Longest experience of my life.
Okay.
So, do we reset our stress levels to the increment of our afflictions?
Do I get to do that?
And I guess I get the full life again.
Yep.
And I'm also thinking about cutting session here when you guys are done with your updates after the long rest, since it has been. Time really flies when we're having a good time.
I apologize for taking a
Yeah.
really long scene because of my stupid
It's
actions.
it's
That's
fine.
fine, man. That's
It's
fine.
it's
Like the first
fine.
hour and a half were you guys fixing Elena, and then you got the next hour you guys are fucking around in the fucking Valley of the
Finding out.
Dead.
Why is
Spirits fucked
he
around and
saying
found
my
out.
name wrong?
I said
Laner.
Lena.
Yeah, we said
You
Lena.
You
said
said
Lena.
Lena.
I thought I heard him say
Tomato,
Lena.
tomato.
So
Wow.
it's Lena, Lena.
Rude DM.
Eh.
Anyway,
Took a lot longer of a walk than I thought I did.
do we need to do we need to roll for the afflictions now pass, or
Oh yeah, see if you get rid of them.
well technically Spears and I are still at the threshold of our afflictions.
I am literally.
But do
one
we roll
before
after we've had
third
this,
affliction.
or
Well, I mean, I don't know if Spirits would get it because
I don't
he
think I
didn't
will.
actually
Let it
have
rest.
a rest.
I just got an hour.
He was awake the whole time. Yeah. He might feel rejuvenated, but he didn't rest.
What do you mean roll what for what?
For the affliction.
rolling
had a long
rolling
rest,
the
Val.
affliction rolls?
You already have an affliction, don't you?
Yes, but,
Yeah, but to cure them.
by
Get one.
taking a long rest, my stress levels go down to the increment, right?
Yes. And that doesn't
Do I need
cure it.
to-
You need to spend time at home base to
Oh,
cure
it
them.
has to reach 0 before you can cure them.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I remain
That's
on
all-
intense threshold. Goddamn.
So my stress level goes from 26 to 20, but my affliction is still there.
Yes.
Okay.
And the Spirits doesn't go down at all.
It goes down to 30.
Okay.
Okay.
He was at 34.
So wait.
Had he hit 35, he would get a third.
Yeah, I'm aware of that part. Don't worry. Now,
I just wasn't sure that he got it because he
I-
didn't actually rest.
did I
like,
not get a? I'm assuming I didn't get a
No,
long
actually,
rest.
you didn't.
So I keep the 34.
You keep the 34. Your
Okay.
spell slots, though, has recharged.
So I'm allowed to have my
But-
spell
And
slots
the
back.
healing, yeah.
But you don't count as you count as in had a long rest without having a long rest in a sense.
Understood. Okay. I am on the precipice of losing my fucking shit. That breaking point is literally winking at me right now.
So the only thing I need to change is full health.
Yes. And this is where we will be cutting today's session. I hope you have enjoyed today's session. I know I have.
Yes.
It was good.
Hey, I survived. So
Congratulations, you're still alive.
Wait, Jess, what do you mean they're familiar such an ass?
She's talking about the bird.
You know
Ilum
what
is
you
a
Yeah,
great
Ilum.
You know what she
character.
means.
No,
Pass.
Ilum
You
is
know what
great.
Ilum's
she
a
means.
bitch.
He's not a familiar. That's the fun part.
Yeah, he was, but he's not anymore.
He's a
Still a bitch.
contracted. He's a contracted entity.
He's
Have
a
I mentioned he's a
contracted
bitch
entity.
yet?
He never was a familiar. There's a
I
difference.
mean, he would have. That's like when Ava summoned him to be that, but then she broke the deal and
but you passed. You said you wanna
Yeah, we're cutting it here.
say goodbye to the viewers.
Yes. Have a nice one, and hope to see you again in 2 weeks, because next week we will not be playing as me and Pepper will be out.
For round birthday party.
Is
That's
that's just a Sunday?
no, it's 2 days we'll be out. Like we will
Okay.
quite literally be out of town.
So both
that
games.
weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're
It's
going
just-
at the Saturday, and we're also gonna be away for the Sunday.
Gotcha.
Noted.
Right. All right.
But again, thank you for today's session, both to you viewers and to you, my dear players. I had a good time. I hope you had a good time, and I hope you also enjoyed today's session, dear viewers. But until we meet again, have a good one. See ya.
Until 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Bye.
2 weeks.
Bye.
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 Bye.